Welcome back, family, to Northside LDN. Caramba. Today we got some news about Martin Odegaard not going out to play for Norway, his country, on international break. He will be back training, and very good from Arteta. This is actually good news. This is what I want to see from the manager. Even though I'm not a fan of Arteta, even though I want Arteta sacked, even though I don't think he's good enough to get us over the line. This is how you should be managing players. Odegaard had just come back from an injury. Obviously started 90 minutes the other day against Chelsea. Still doesn't look like he was 100%. And for that, listen, I'm happy. The fact that Arteta clearly spoke to the Norwegian National League coach and told him, listen, Odegaard's got to stay. You know what I'm saying? Odegaard's priority is for the club. The club pays most of his wages. That's what I want to see. That is the type of management I want to see. So, do you know what? I will praise Arteta for that. You know what I'm saying? If I criticize, if you do what I want the manager to do, if he does what I want him to do, then I'll praise him when he does the things I think that he should be doing. And keeping Martin Odegaard safe and away from getting re-injured is something that, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is, man. But yeah, man, listen. These man already 100, obviously not £100, man. Let me put the M. Now, you man know what I mean, man. For this, there you go. 100 M's. You know what I'm saying? But big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's get straight into the story. Norway boss confirms Mikel Arteta phone call. Norway boss Starley, I think is how you pronounce it, Slovakian, has revealed that he had a phone call conversation with Mikel Arteta before deciding to exclude Martin Odegaard from their November fixtures. It goes on to say Martin Odegaard will not be involved in the November internationals despite traveling to Oslo following Arsenal's game against Chelsea. That decision, calling me now. That decision, seemingly taken in consultation with Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta, with Norway's Slovakian, revealed that the two had a phone call conversation. He said, he called me, Slovakian said, about Arteta. We discussed the situation openly and honestly. He didn't have much more information than what had come to light. And Martin had said to both the medical team at Arsenal and to us. When questioned on whether it was normal to have these sorts of phone calls, Slovakian admitted it's not. No, it isn't, but we have spoken a few times. It has something to do with the fact that he is the captain and that I have visited there a few times. I can't tell anyone, but I can there since I've been there. What else did he say about him? He said, if there's one person in the whole world I can give everything, I have to and trust 100% in how he is. It is Martin Odegaard. That's why I made him captain 3 or 4 years ago. And that's it. Listen, I don't really care. As long as he ain't going out, I'm not really that bothered, bro. You know what I'm saying? As long as he ain't playing an international break, that's it. Do I think Arsenal are fixed with Martin Odegaard available? Of course not. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? We didn't beat Chelsea, did we? So we're not fixed just because Martin Odegaard is back. But at the same time, I'd rather him in the team than not. I don't believe we're going to go out there in January, get another number 10. Obviously, Ethan isn't being favoured by this manager. You know, no matter what Ethan does in the cups, even though every time he's given 90 minutes, he's man of the match. He's not going to be given them. He's not going to be given a starting role in the league as a number 10. So it is what it is. Got to protect Odegaard. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Familia. Big up to everyone that's locked in every single time. Big up my G. Big up Northside and the whole chat. Let's smash it. Big up, bro. Big up morning to Jez. Afternoon to Jez. Big up, bro. Big up to everyone that's locked in. But yeah, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. It was 100 M's. It's got 100 M's on it right now. But yeah, man. Big up. Afternoon Northside. Big up Familia. Big up Zay. Listen, big up. Arteta is a coward. Odegaard is trash for both club and country. He ain't that great, but as it stands, he is still our best number 10. I don't think we're in a title race. I don't think we're doing anything. But you know, this is what I wanted from Arteta last time. I didn't want him to allow Odegaard to go on international duty, and he's not allowed him to go on international duty. So I'm happy with that. Big up Penny Pinchers gang. Come on, family. Thumbs up, caramba. You already know what time it is, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. You get me? You already know what time it is. Look at you, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big up my G. Big up every single time. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Kudus ain't leaving in Jan, but big up, bro. We'll definitely get into that. I don't think he's going. I don't think Arsenal ain't going to buy no one in January. You know what I'm saying? What we really need is not just Kudus, but we also need a striker. We ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, let's get into it. What's this here? There's more news coming out. Departing Edu frustrated by Arsenal transfer decision. Let's get into this. Edu was reportedly left frustrated by Arsenal's decision making in the summer transfer window and may have contributed to the decision to leave the club. We already heard this. Is there any other news to it? Is there any quotes? Here we go. It was only a few months ago when manager Mikel Arteta stated that Edu was a super important figure at the club and hoped he would remain there for a long time. But circumstances have eventually changed. Although Edu has undoubtedly been enticed elsewhere by a massive pay rise, it seems that there is more to his decision to leave North London. The former Arsenal midfielder was frustrated by the decision not to spend big in the last summer transfer window, according to The Guardian. Arsenal chose to sign Raheem Sterling on loan from Chelsea in a late deal rather than invest in more expensive options in attack. It was also said that Edu held ambitions of one day becoming chief executive officer, but they were no closer to being fulfilled. Listen, if Edu wanted to go out there and buy a striker, if he wanted to go out there and buy another number 10, big up, man. Big up to him. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot that I've criticized from him, but that was the right idea. If he wanted to spend big in the summer in terms of getting a proper striker, getting a proper winger, getting another number 10, a deep line playmaker, going out there buying quality, then do you know what? Fair enough. You know, I mean, I don't know what to believe. Some people saying it's because of the pay package Nottingham Forest is why he left. Other people are saying it's because, you know, because he didn't have the say as to how he wanted the summer transfer window to go. I think in that sense, he was right. Maybe when he said to everyone, you know, be excited, be careful, you know, there's big things happening. Maybe he was trying to get in a Isak. Maybe he was trying to convince the club to get a Gyökeres. Maybe he was trying to go out there and get a proper number 10, like a Dani Olmo. Maybe he was trying to do that, but the club chose to back Arteta, which is the wrong decision, which is why we're in this situation. Arteta said the other day in his press conference, it's been a nightmare. Well, it wouldn't have been a nightmare if, from what I'm gathering of this news about Edu and about him wanting the club to be more ambitious in the summer, we would have been left in a better place. We would have had somebody already competing with Odegaard. And maybe we don't drop the points that we drop. We would have had someone that could actually rival Saka when he was paying poor, because Saka was actually rubbish against Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? We would have had someone that can actually compete. Wouldn't have been, you know, unable to be of selection against Chelsea because he wouldn't have been an ex-Chelsea player. Maybe we could have went out there and got a striker. You know, that striker, if we went out there and got a striker, if that's what Edu wanted, then Brighton, we don't drop points. Newcastle, we don't drop points. Bournemouth, we don't drop points. Atalanta, we don't drop points. You know, this is the difference. Chelsea, we don't drop points. This is the thing. This is the thing, bro. Like, listen, if Eddie did actually want to go out there and buy the quality players, and that's why he left, I respect it. I respect it. It was the same energy that I felt when it came to Conte. Conte was like, yo, what, Tottenham want to move like some estúpidos da merda? I'm out. Já não quero mais essas brincadeiras, já não quero mais essas porcarias. If you man don't want to be ambitious, I'm out. Real talk, I'm off. I ain't gonna let you lot's lack of ambition affect my reputation. In a way, I respect it. But at the same time, there are things about Edu that I didn't like. The Marquinhos deal, re-signing certain players to new contracts. Not everything I like. But if he was disgruntled thinking, we're on phase 5, we should be going out there and buying, you know, a clinical goal scorer, a number 10 that will turn up, you know, and it is able to give competition to Odegaard. If we've got a bench, you know, if he saw as well that we're putting, you know, we got Lokonga out on loan, we sold ESR, we got Fabi Vieira out on loan. We needed more players in the midfield, not just a Moreno that can do the defensive work, but we needed players that could actually transition with the ball, players that can actually attack and are actually dangerous in the final third. Then it is what it is. Ultimately, I don't know the ins and outs. I take everything with a pinch of salt because, you know, these days you just don't know what to really believe. What should we actually believe? Was Edu trying to be ambitious? Was he not? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Listen, we did show certain signs of being ambitious under Edu. We did go out there and break the bank and buy Declan Rice for 100 mil last year. You know what I'm saying? There was signs of being ambitious, but there was other things that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that I didn't like. I didn't like, the signing of Zinchenko. I didn't like Trusty coming to the club. I didn't like William at the start of this process coming into the club. I didn't like us going out there and getting Carl Hein and all the and Ramsdale and all these players. I didn't like those. So it's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. Arteta has to be good enough. Arteta has got to go. Enough is enough. We are in top 4 race. Yeah, bro, sack him, bro. I'm more than happy to sack him, bro. Kudus is staying at West Ham. I don't think Arsenal are going to pay the money. We need to pay the money for a striker. We didn't do it. I don't think so, bro. This is just what's out there. We had a chance to sign Kudus half price. Exactly, bro. Big up Rashid. Exactly. We didn't do that. What's up, Northside? Have you heard the news about Diddy party? No, I have not. Big up the real big up. Come on, familia. Kudus ain't staying at West Ham. They are trash. Yes, but are Arsenal going to put the money down? That's the problem, though. Are we going to put the money down to make them to give, make the player or try to make the player to force his way out the club? I don't think so. Arsenal don't move like that. We don't move like that. Kudus deserves a better club. He does deserve a better club, but Arsenal going to be ambitious enough and put the. Listen, how long were we taking our time to get Bruno Guimaraes over the line? Bruno Guimaraes all last summer. Bruno Guimaraes getting linked, and we never got over the line. It's the same. We took our time to not get the deal over the line for Isak. We took our time not to get over the line to get Rafinha when we was interested in Rafinha. We've been taking our time to get players over the line at times. You know what I'm saying? People can revert back to Declan Rice and that, but there's loads of players that we're in for that we didn't get over the line. Buendia didn't get over the line. Husamawa didn't get over the line. Benzema back in the day didn't get over the line. This is a continuation. Rafinha didn't get over the line. Mudryk, whether you rate him or not, I'm talking about the way we move at times in the market. Didn't get over the line. Bruno Guimaraes didn't get over the line. Isak didn't get over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? Sesko. Like, what do we do with if the club wanted Sesko? Why didn't they get him over the line? If they were so obsessed with this striker, that was the only striker that they wanted to go out and get, then make sure you get it over the line. You can't get a player away from RB Leipzig. All due respect, RB Leipzig. It shows, isn't it? Just shows. But yeah, man, I don't want Rosicky or Mertesacker as sporting director. Tim Lewis is a punk. Richard Garlick is a fraud for getting a CEO job, bro. I'm telling you, I don't care about these, man. These men are bums, bro. You know what I mean? I want either the sporting director from PSG, but my main one is the sporting director from Dortmund. Yeah, I'm saying. That's what I want. The sporting director, the old sporting director from Dortmund. Big up Northside. Andrew will be sacked by Christmas, in my opinion, bro. If he does, then your club is actually showing more ambition than my club. Because I'm telling you right now, Arteta's got more reason to be sacked than Ange. All this money spent, nah, bro. I'm tired of it. Familia. Tired of it. Like, share, subscribe, support your quality channel as you continue to get brilliant content on a consistent basis. Come on, familia. Tamzaki, caramba. Tamzaki. Big up to you, bro. Big up, familia. Love every single time, man. You know what I'm saying? Love every single time. Big up, bro. Edu is a fraud of a player and director. But still, James, he was used to the bench. Cool. I'll never forgive him for getting another Chelsea reject. Nah, I hear it, bro. I hear it. I don't really rate Edu like that. But if he was trying to be ambitious this summer and obviously the club didn't want to do that, then I can understand it. I do understand it to a degree why he's like, yo, I'm bouncing, man. Forget this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting up with this. Edu's just a bench player for us back in the day. Nothing more, nothing less. Guarantee the next manager we get in won't get the level of backing that this manager's had. Nah, probably won't. You know what I'm saying? Probably won't, man. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Northside Edu has a winning mentality. Maybe he did. I can't confirm it. Maybe he did. That's what some reports are saying. I don't know. If that's the reason, then I fully understand why he walked away. Do you know what I'm saying? I get it. I get it, man. I get it. Richard Garlick is a fraud for helping Edu get rid of Aubameyang. Listen, getting rid of Aubameyang for me wasn't the biggest problem. It's not replacing him with somebody that's able to have the same output. You know, that's the problem. And the thing is, yeah, how many years ago did we get rid of Aubameyang and we still haven't replaced him as an individual that can score 20 odd goals a season? Like, I didn't understand that. You know what I mean? Like, there was one season Aubameyang was sharing golden boot with Harry Kane, and you let him go and you don't go out and get another player that can score 20 plus goals a season, but you get rid of him. It makes no sense, bro. Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense. Big up, bro. Big up every single time. Come on, familia. Big up, man. Big up. I'm gonna be on for a while, man. I'm gonna do probably about 2 hours or something, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on for a while still. Do you know what I'm saying? We're out here, we're working. I got an announcement video dropping later on as well. And then at 10, I will be on with Dan Potts as well. Big up to everyone that's locked in, though. Arteta isn't happy with the makeup of the team in that position winger. We have been question marks about Sterling, Martinelli, and Jesus. They all viewed as squad players. Well, this is the team that he created. You know what I'm saying? This is the team that he created. He brought in Sterling, he brought in Jesus. I know he didn't bring in Martinelli, but he brought in most of those players. So that's on him. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. O grande do lado do norte vive no Moçambique e deve dizer não, então não muito criadores e continua o português. Come on, família, estamos aqui, man, foda-se. Estamos aqui. You know what I mean? Vive de Mozambique. Epa, big up, man. Big up. You're watching from Mozambique, man. Big up to you, man. Big up, familia. Big up every single time. Kudus isn't the answer. Listen, Kudus will definitely be an upgrade, and I'll take him. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll definitely take it. While we're on the conversation of Kudus, let's get straight into the Kudus talk. You know what I'm saying? Where is it? Where's the article? Here we go. Here we go. Let me go as far as I can see. I just want to live my life. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Arsenal determined to strengthen key area with potential 100 mil transfer. Arsenal are reportedly eyeing up the potential transfer of West Ham star Mohamed Kudus in a deal that could be worth as much as 100 mil. What's it said? It seems Kudus, a former at West Ham, has convinced the Gunners to take him up as one of their top targets. But this is a load of rubbish, man. This is a load of rubbish. We ain't getting Kudus, man. We ain't getting Kudus. There's no actual links or nothing. There's nothing to this story. Nothing to this story. It's just, could Kudus be the missing link? Yeah, I'm saying Kudus first caught the eye at former club Ajax, and he's continued to shine since his move to the Premier League, becoming a star for the Hammers. Bro, this ain't got. There's nothing within this story. Once again, they're knowing that we need a winger, and they're just linking us to Kudus. There's nothing in it. I don't think we put the money down to get Kudus. I don't even think we put the money down to go and get a striker. For me, it's a load of rubbish. But that's an article that's out there. For me, it's a load of BS. If you need a winger, you can have Madueke for a cut price. No, thank you. He's a bum. No, thank you. Rice, Saka, and Odegaard pulled out. There you go. But he did say with Rice and Saka that they had, I think they had some injuries or something, bro. My days. But yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Premier League started today, if I recall correctly. The Fed's question. What's going on? What's man saying? We ain't signing Kudus. We passed off the opportunity to sign him for 35 mil, and when on in the following January bidding 89 mil for Mudryk. We ain't buying him, bro. We ain't buying him. We ain't buying him. We ain't buying him. We'll take too long. Even if he's up for sale, we'll take too long. Just like we did with Rafinha. I don't trust this club, bro. I don't trust this club. I have a list of every Eddie transfer. Trust me, G, it's not looking good, bruv. Yeah, nah, it's not. There's a lot of things I didn't like, but if you wanted better signings this summer transfer window, I understand that. That's exactly what we wanted, but it's whatever, man. He's gone anyway, man. There's better sporting directors out there anyway. Kudus really isn't that good. I think he's a good player, man. I think he's a top player. I think Kudus is a good player, bro. I can't lie. But yeah, man. What's man saying? If you sign Kudus for 100 M's, you're more of a joke than I thought you was. I'll take Kudus, bro. I'll take him, bro. Just get me quality players, bro. I think Kudus is quality. You know what I'm saying? 100 M's, yeah, I think that's a little bit too much, but I'll take him, bro. I'll take him. Listen, if we overpay, it's only it's the club's fault, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the club's fault because we should be buying. Well, they told us that it's cheaper to buy players in the summer, so why didn't we go out there and buy these players in the summer? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Hey, Northside, Arsenal will probably get another defender. Probably, bro. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. But yeah, I don't even think we're going to go and get him anyway. Not even for 100. Not for whatever the price is, we ain't going to put the money down, bro. We didn't want to put 40 mil down for Dovbyk. We didn't want to put 40 mil down for Ivan Toney. We're going to pay 100 mil for Kudus. I don't see it happening, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. Diamande, bro. Diamande. For me, Diamande, bro. He's a baller. He's a good player, bro. He's a good player, in my opinion. Very, very good player. Arsenal make the first move to block Real Madrid from approaching Saliba. Arsenal's priority to retain William Saliba is intensifying as Real Madrid interest in the French centre-back grows. Real Madrid is in search of defensive reinforcements following a season plagued by injuries, and Saliba tops their list of potential signings. His impressive performance has made them an indispensable part of the Arsenal backline. According to Le Temps Sport, Arsenal is not waiting for the situation to escalate. They have contacted Saliba's representatives to explore an early contract extension, showing a commitment to keep him to the club long term. Arsenal remain optimistic about his willingness to stay, especially given his key role under Mikel Arteta. Bro, he's gone. He's gone. Saliba's gone. There's no point. There's no point. We're out the title race. We're not going to win anything. He's gone. There's no point anymore. You keep these players on the level of Saliba and stuff, you keep them by winning stuff. When you ain't winning stuff, they're off. That's it. It's done. No fala pena ver aqui com essa porcaria about this, not. Saliba's done. He's gone. He's gone. I'm telling you right now, he's gone. He's gone. I've not forgotten his quotes when Saliba said, for me, when he was asked by the reporter, are you the best defender in the world? He said, to be the best defender, you got to be winning stuff. Well, you ain't winning nothing with Arsenal. So he's gone. Saliba will be gone. And it is what it is. Hopefully we get good money for him. Obviously, he's still under contract in that. Hopefully we get good money. We sack Arteta and we go out there and give the new manager, hopefully a proven winner, somebody that's actually got credentials and knows how to get over the line. Give him the money and we go again. That's all I can say. That's the best situation. We're not holding on to Saliba. The guy's French. He's not brought up with a nation that are used to losing and things like that, bro. The guy's born a winner. So at the end of the day, Saliba's done, man. Saliba's done. He's gone. I'm telling you, he's gone. He ain't staying here. He ain't staying here. What? We're regressing. It looks like we're struggling to get top 4 this season if we continue in this form. The whole team looks disjointed. It looks like the Arteta's lost the players. It looks like the players aren't even playing for him. You've got Ruben Amorim now starting his process or project or whatever pucaria you want to call it at Man United. We don't know what that Man United is going to, is he going to be able to do what he did at Sporting at Man United? He's a top manager. It didn't take him long to turn it around at Braga. It didn't take him long to turn it around at Sporting. So you got Man United now with Ruben Amorim. You got Maresca at Chelsea. You got Arne Slot top of the league with Liverpool. Saliba's going to be looking around thinking, why the F am I going to dedicate the rest of, my prime to Arsenal? For what? We're falling behind. We went from being the only team in the last 2 years in the title race with City to now Liverpool's now joined. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we're not going up there buying the players that are necessary. The bench is looking worse. There's a bunch of injuries. The manager looks out of ideas. Why would Saliba leave? Why would Saliba stay? Sorry. Why would he stay? Based on what? Whatever money that Arsenal will offer him, Real Madrid can offer that and more. Plus guaranteed trophies. You're guaranteed trophies at Real Madrid. You're guaranteed trophies. So why would he stay at Arsenal? Saliba's going to leave, and that's the reality of it. And if Arsenal fans are crying about it, this is why I say push the club to be ambitious, because when the club is ambitious, at least we can delay it. I can accept that every player is going to go and leave to Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world. They're the biggest club in the world. You know what I'm saying? I can understand why every player will always get their head turned when it's Real Madrid, but you can delay it. You can delay it. You know what I'm saying? You can delay it. When your club's being successful, yeah, you can still get a lot of good years out of your players before they move on to go to Real Madrid. David Beckham, flipping David Beckham, Ronaldo, all these players. When you're winning major honors, you can delay it because your team is being successful. Look, how long did Bernardo Silva want to leave Man City? Didn't leave. Why? Because Pep wanted him to stay, and the fact that Man City kept winning. Man City kept winning. So they delays the players wanting to leave because they're like, bro, we're winning now. Like I'm picking up trophies now. I'm in, you know what I mean? I'm in the conversations of picking up, you know, of one of the best players in the world. But Arsenal ain't doing that. Arsenal ain't doing that. This is the problem with this football club. This football club, yeah, can only get players from the teams outside the big six or the big four, big five, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, when we go head to head with teams that have got heritage, we got nothing to give. We got nothing to give. Why would Rafinha? This is why we lost out to Rafinha. Rafinha would rather go Barcelona. He'll get the same wages at Barcelona, plus he'll pick up trophies. Plus that club's actually got heritage in Europe. Arsenal don't. So why would you pick Arsenal over Barcelona? This is the problem. This is the problem. The only thing we can do is offer money. If we went to Isak, we can offer money. Other than that, what can we offer? What can we offer you? We ain't got no history in Europe. We're falling off of a title race once again. Do you know what I'm saying? Other than money, what can we offer you? This is what happens, man. This is what happens when you allow your club to just do the bare minimum. This is what happens. When it comes to players being linked with the big boys in Europe, we're nobodies. And we're nobodies because this club never wants to push to be great. Don't want to push to be great. The fan base don't want to push to be great. It's all good talking about getting world-class players. Why world-class players want to come to Arsenal if they're linked to Europe's elite? We're not Europe's elite. We're one of the elite in England. We've got history in England. We're not an elite in Europe. This club can't even talk to Benfica when it comes to European trophies. Benfica got 2 Champions Leagues. Come on. Like how many? This club can't talk to Ajax. Ajax got Champions League. This club can't even talk to Dortmund. They've got a Champions League. This club can't even talk to European history when it comes to Marseille. They're the only French team to win in Europe. They got a Champions League. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is what it is, bro. Like, of course, when it comes to money, we can pay more than Dortmund. We can pay more than Marseille. But then when you start talking you can pay more than Benfica. But then you start talking about Bayern Munich. Then you start talking about Real Madrid, Barcelona, all these. If the players got the option between those clubs and Arsenal, why are they going to come to Arsenal for? Joke thing. Absolute joke thing, man. Absolute joke thing. Absolute joke thing. You know, with Liverpool as well. Now that Liverpool looking really good under Arne Slot, if a player's got to decide between Liverpool and Arsenal, Liverpool's got the most Champions Leagues in England. 6 Champions Leagues. And they got more league titles. This is why I always push for this club to be successful when the opportunity arises, but they don't. They don't. They don't. Has Arsenal got more pull than Liverpool? Really? Come on, man. Man, don't understand. When you keep saying it's a process, it takes time and this and that, bro. This is what happens, man. This is what happens. I remember Houssam Aouar was such a baller, but he fell off so bad. Yeah, we weren't able to get him. We weren't able to get him. Sane will probably stay on the wages. The fraud. Saliba to Madrid. Here we go. I hear it, bro. Saliba will go if you don't win any major season. We're not going to win any major this season, bro. He's gone. He's gone, man. If you're serious, go get Mamouche. Who's that? Omar Mamouche. He's a serious player. Never heard of him. Can't even lie. I never heard of him, bro. Northside, we can give a buy one get 4 offer for Madueke, Diassi, Badashile, and Sanchez. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Don't worry about that. But thank you for the offer, but no thanks. You know what I'm saying? Diamande is a good player. Yeah, he's good, man. He's a good player. He is a good player. Saliba will go next season. We'll win nothing again. We ain't going to win anything, bro. I'm telling you. Their mans want silverware G. I hear it. I hear it. Who do you want as manager Northside? Go get me Inzaghi, man. Go get me Inzaghi. You know what I'm saying? Get me Inzaghi. I think with the money that we've got, you bring him. Look at what Inter did against Man City. Do you know what I mean? They got the inferior players. Most of their players are like 32, 33, 34. You know what I mean? And look at what he did. You know what I mean? Bring him to Arsenal, more money than Inter and stuff. I reckon this guy could do a mad thing. Northside, Saliba goes, then you should try and go get Bastoni, bro. He's attainable. Yeah, I'd take Bastoni. I'll take Bastoni. Arteta is clueless. Us winning a Prem doesn't keep him here over going Real Madrid anyway. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because one Premier League in 5 years doesn't look that great. But then all of a sudden, you do have a conversation, though. You do have a conversation that we just won the league. Do you know what I'm saying? And even if it doesn't keep him, it will keep 1 or 2 of the players. Do you know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden now you started to win silverware. Now there's actually something to believe in, because we've actually done something. We've actually achieved something. 100 mil for Kudus. Are you having a laugh? This club is always slow and incompetent. Trust me. You know what I mean? He's a joker, man. He's a joker. You know what I mean? It's absolute joker, man. What's this? Man, them going to Northside for Aranju scouting report. Northside made it. Big up, broski. Look at what the man want, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a scout, bro. I'm not a scout. But man want my opinion, then bless up. Bless up. The man actually rate my opinion. So big up. Big up Lee as well for the raid. Big up Fabili every single time. Big up Lee for the raid. I'm going to be putting the link out as well for anyone that does want to jump on and have their say. You know what I mean? In this dry flipping international break. It just started. I'm already fed up of it. You know what I mean? I'm already fed up of it. But there we go. The link is there. Big up to Lee for the raid every single time. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to Lee Reacts and Lee Gunner. The link is there for anyone that wants to jump on, have their say. I'm 30 and these Arteta lovers have called me a fake fan when I've been supporting Arsenal since 1998. And I've seen us win titles, FA Cups, and got to Champions League final, Europa League final. Bro, I'm telling you, these men are clowns, bro. These men are absolute clowns. Large up Northside, hit the likes up, people. I called it. Saliba will be moving to Real Madrid, especially they've got a lot of defenders with injuries. Yeah, bro, he's going. He's going. This article here about, Arsenal blocked the move to Real Madrid. Arsenal ain't blocking nothing. Saliba, Real Madrid keep talking about wanting Saliba. Saliba's gone. We are not holding on to Saliba. We're not holding on to Saliba. That's a myth. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm seeing articles about Arsenal left questioning whether decision to sell Emil Smith-Rowe to Fulham was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Not going in and replacing him with a player with a top quality number 10 like Dani Olmo, that was the mistake. Letting him go wasn't a mistake. It's not replacing him with quality. That's the mistake. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, Arsenal are making contact £75 million striker Osimhen. I do not want Osimhen. But then again, this is normal. They're going to link us to everyone. They're going to link us to everyone. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What are you, man, saying? What are you saying?
Sup, Northside.
Yo,
what are you, man, saying?
hey, what am I saying? I'm saying Kudus is not coming to Arsenal in this January. That's what I'm saying, bro. Not him picking it. You're not gonna pay. We're not gonna pay 100 mil. You know, I know, everybody knows here. We're not gonna pay 100 mil. Do you know how long it took for us to pay 100 mil for Rice? For Declan, bro. And with that 100 mil, could I just add? I forgot. Could I just add? With that 100 mil, you could have bought Caicedo and Lavia. The two guys that just bossed our midfield. Yep. You could have bought them for 100 and a little bit. We would have needed to add a little bit more. For one Declan Rice that can only defend, a centre-back that's a midfielder, centre-back, what is he really? I don't know what.
Bro, if we were gonna spend that, yeah, then why don't we just spend the money and get in Gyökeres for 100 mil in the summer? It makes no sense. What's the difference? How can we get Kudus in January, but we don't have 100 mil in the summer? How just like that, all of a sudden we got 100 mil? It makes no sense to me.
And Kudus is not kind of player that Arteta likes. You know that, right? He's not that kind of player. He's got a bit of a personality on him. You know how Arteta likes his players? Yes, man. I don't think he's a yes man. I like Kudus a lot, but I would rather a gunman, bro, for that 100 mil. I'd rather a gunman. I mean, what gunman is for 100 mil now?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, what you saying though, Josh? I ain't seen you in a while. What you saying, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I wanted to jump on after the Villa game when you guys did the live, but there was too many people there. But yeah, thank you for having me on. Big up the panel and the chat and all the rest of that. I don't know if you guys spoke about David Coote, but and all that stuff that's fallen out of the after that video got released.
Nah, what happened? I didn't even see that.
So basically, there's a video coming. I'm not going to say what's on it because there's a lot of profanities. I don't want to get the video demonetized. But basically, he calls Klopp a German. See you next Tuesday, and he basically says Liverpool are turds, and and then the guy that's filming basically says, he basically sums up the video, says, Liverpool are S, Klopp's to see you next Tuesday, and we all hate Scousers. And then another video gets released, literally straight after that. This was during lockdown. And the guy who's filming is like, basically, David Coote's like, don't let anyone see this, basically. So, and then he's now been suspended. But what I want to talk about is that a lot of Liverpool fans are peed off, and I can understand why. I'm actually kind of happy because when you know someone is a bellend and you think someone's a bellend, you've just confirmed to me, and I'm just like, congratulations. You know the DJ Khaled meme? Congratulations, you played yourself. Yeah. That's what's going on. That's what I'm seeing. And you know what's really good as well? You see all the rival fans. Normally, when there's a Bandulu refereeing decision, everyone's like, "Oh, get over it." But now, 99% of the rival fans that I've seen, they're like, "You know what? Yeah, we have to back this now because if they're doing this to them and all the decisions that they're making there's a lot of it puts everything that you've done into disrepute." So if that's how he feels about Liverpool, then what does Anthony Taylor feel about Chelsea? What does Simon Cooper feel about Arsenal, etc., etc.? Do you get what I'm saying to you? Because it's not just.
Who was this guy saying that to? When he said that about Liverpool, who was he saying that to?
So ask the question again. I didn't get that.
So was it a voice recording or a video?
No, it was a video. His face is there with some other guy. I don't know no one knows who the other guy is, but his face is on the video. He looked like he was inebriated. I don't know off what, alcohol or maybe some of that Colombian white dust or something. He didn't look right in the head. And he's basically been caught. He said it was AI, and now he's come out and admitted that it's actually him. But he doesn't remember But this video is very old. This basically was off of the back of Liverpool playing Burnley in lockdown, where we drew the game 1-1, and then so he put that video has resurfaced. I think it's actually a Facebook video. It's resurfaced, and then he's in a lot of trouble. So, but we already know the PGMOL are a bunch of fassies. So hopefully they can rip it off and start again. Because and do you know what's really pathetic? He starts off the video going, "Oh, Jurgen had a right pop at me." I'm thinking, hold on a minute. You're a grown man. You're supposed to have thick skin. Like, this is a place this argument happened at a place of work. It's not like it's not like he's gone up to you on the street and then had a go at you. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? And think and put it like this, how many times have you seen Arteta get absolutely furious with the fourth official? How many times have you seen Jose Mourinho do it? How many times have you seen Sam Allardyce and countless other managers, Wenger? Yeah, this is why Wenger was always had the tinfoil hat on, because he knew that something was funny going on, and now he just confirms it. Because if this guy, he's getting all upset and uptight about this, then what are the other referees doing? Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. What's even the process even allowing these guys to referee? What's even the process like? Do they just go, "Yo, next man, you're related to this man, you can get the job"? Is it jobs to the boys? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you have no idea, man. You know, referees get paid up. The best referees in the country get paid up to 120 grand. To do what? They can't even get the basic. What job allows you to get? Albeit, refereeing. Football is not like getting a decision wrong in football is not the end of the world. I can appreciate that. But how many times can you consistently get stuff wrong, and then it's just okay? We'll just suspend you for one game, and then you can come back and just act like nothing happened. It's just ridiculous. It's like you said, what are the qualifications? It doesn't make it makes zero sense. But for me, it's actually a good day, because everything that needs to be exposed is getting exposed. And what's his name? My mind's gone blank. What's the comedian's name again? Who went on Club Shay Shay? It was like, everything in 2024 is going to get exposed.
Cat Williams.
What's his name again? Cat Williams. Thank you. Cat Williams was right. Everything is getting exposed now.
That's crazy. Zay looks like he's training to knock out David Coote right now, bro. Zay looks like he's doing the Rambo thing now. He's ready for it.
Flipping on, man. I've seen the grease go off his face, man.
I'm walking on a treadmill right now. You know what
Now,
I'm
big
saying?
up to you, man. Keep grinding, man. What
Yeah.
you
I
say?
thought you were dancing.
Yeah.
No, but that's
I'm doing
rules,
lean
bro.
them, but lean them, but
I thought you was
Yeah, if I did that,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
I realized
see
now
that
he's lost it
there,
on the
he's wrong.
treadmill.
yeah, if I did that, I'd be a meme. I'm not gonna lie, man. If I did that, I'd be a meme. But now listen, I'm not gonna like Kudus. That's mad, bro. That's absolutely mad, bro. I don't see I have 100 mil as well. You man barely spend money for a striker, and then all of a sudden you want to go for Kudus. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but you can get in here Zana if you want. Earns 20 million a year. That'll do a job.
well, we ain't doing nothing, man. I don't even see us like we're getting linked to all types of strikers now. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in any of it, bro. This club does the bare minimum, bro. But this just staying on this thing. Hold on, because I'm getting. Hold on.
Bro, I do more than Arsenal right now in the gym. That says enough for me.
Not saying much. That Arsenal don't do jack shit.
Buy Cisco. Did you man hear that we're gonna buy Cisco for 50?
He is
I-
awful.
Is that what you saw? I didn't see that one, you know.
By the
I'll
way,
shave my moustache if that happens.
if you're getting Shesko, he is awful, man. I've seen him for Leipzig. He misses bare chances in big games. Like, it's actually ridiculous. You wouldn't want him, trust me.
Isaiah's cooking, man. I saw him at the Euros. He starts.
We're looking at Jonathan David. I don't want this Jonathan David, man. I don't know enough about him, bro. I don't want Jonathan David.
He used to be a good striker. He used to be. Bro,
Yeah,
that's
so Gabriel Jesus, PTSD.
By the way, I want to address the chat. I'm wearing gloves because I did like lift weightlifting before cardio, so you can hold that.
But I thought the gloves were to help him hold extra kebabs. The game's the game.
I hear it. But so what are they gonna do now? Like, what are they actually gonna do now to discipline? Well, he's been suspended now, isn't it? This David Coote. Surely it can't just be a suspension. He's got to be sacked. You can't. The thing is, you can't have referees, yeah, that are not like the referees that have to be impartial, bro. Like, regardless. Obviously, these referees on the low, of course, they got a club. If they're English, of course, they got a club. No one's delusional enough to think they don't support a club. They're gonna support a club, yeah. But at the same time, when you're at work, you have to be professional, innit? Like, you can work even in day-to-day work, yeah. Sometimes you'll be around someone, the customer. Like, I've worked for customers that I'm like, you're a dickhead. But I can't say that. Yeah, I'm saying I've got to do my job, even though the customer's being a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some professionalism. It's not so much, oh, do you support a team or whatever, bro? He has to be professional. Talking like that and calling him a German, see you next Tuesday. What's that? What's him being German even got to do with it? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy.
By the way, guys,
He loves donkeys.
by the way, do you remember when Odegaard touched the ball with his hand? He's the referee that didn't give it. Just so you know. Odegaard, Salah. When Salah tried to pass it, I swear, when Salah tried to pass it, I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh boy, that's got the receipts.
Bro,
Hey, listen, go check it.
But I also, yeah, why is it coming out now? Like, who's he pissed off? Why all of a sudden it's just leaks? Like, someone's leaked this.
Is my background noise really loud?
The background is a little bit loud, yeah.
Yeah, it's the cars, isn't it? It's the cars. I'm walking home. Basically, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Scousers hunted him down. Because you know what? Do you remember Craig Mitch when he was on Filthy Fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the old school Filthy Fellas when they used to like sit in pairs and they used to take the piss and all the rest of it?
Yeah.
So one time, yeah, Craig Mitch was proper getting onto Scousers, right? Yeah, just saying things like, oh yeah, if you go to Merseyside, you can hand out £3 meal deals and you can feed a family for a week and all this stuff like that. Yeah. A week later, some random guys got a hold of his number and started phoning him and said, yeah, you better take that stuff back. He didn't say exactly what happened, but he came on the next show and basically said, yeah, I take everything back from the Scousers. So they're not ones to be messed with, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't be surprised if the Scousers have had enough and they just like, right, that's it, we're going to find out what this guy's on.
Hey man, the benefit bandits are moving mad. The game is the game.
That's it. What can we say?
Big up to Lee. But yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, I ain't even looked into this. Like, you guys, cause I heard something, but I didn't see it because I had to my MOT. Yeah, I don't know how I got away with it. Yeah, I was driving my car a year without MOT, bro. I don't know how I was. bro. And then I got some fat
Bloody
bill,
hell.
yeah. It was like £770 or something, yeah. I had bare things I had to get fixed on my car. I was like, what's going on? Like, the car is actually, I'm gonna say what car in it because Top Gooners are watching, innit? But the car's all right, you get me?
They might catch you lacking, bro.
Flipping
They might
hell, man.
catch you lacking, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. They might catch you lacking. You know how top gooners are. Hey, the king Von you, bro. Don't do that.
Flipping hell, man, bro. Man,
Nah, they're gonna
what
catch
can
me
I
like
say,
that.
man?
They say they're King
The
Von
top
thing, yeah.
gooners, man, like the Epstein edges, bro. These lot are scumbags.
I'm telling you, but yeah,
Oh,
man.
you
I
need to move with
that
the bulletproof.
bulletproof. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Got to roll
That's
out
50
50, man.
cent, bro. You
You
need
know
to
what
give
I'm
that
saying?
50, bro.
It's got the tinted windows. I hear it.
Bulletproof. You with me? But yeah, man. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. They got to sack him, and you know what? Yeah, they need to now. What they're doing is they're losing credit. Like, how can you have referees that this is coming out now? All of a sudden, the conversation opens again for people to say referees are against us. You know what I'm saying? This opens up the conversation now for everyone to say, "Yo, there's a conspiracy again," because now there's something that's come out saying, "Yo, there's certain referees." This is only the problem is, yeah, this is the guy that's got caught. If he's got caught, best believe there's going to be one or two others that feel like this towards another club. It might not be Liverpool, it might be another one, but clearly they're not doing a due diligence into who they're flipping, you know, allowing to have the job of refereeing in the Premier League. This is mad, bro. I can't lie. This is crazy.
No, they should sack him, but I don't think they will. Because what generally happens is people get caught doing madness and they somehow survive. That's just how, like, a lot of people get away with madness in this world. I just don't see, it's bad, but if the optics get worse, they'll do it. But as far as if the next referee league comes out, I hope it's Arsenal because I just want to see what the top gooners say. Because I've got my stake right now, I'll enjoy it.
It's crazy.
Nothing's going to happen to him, bro. Nothing's going to happen to him. This is what he gets, a slap on the wrist, and everybody knows about you. And then just someday, after 3 months, we're not even going to remember his name. Then he's back to refereeing again.
Do you reckon they keep him, but they don't let him manage? They won't let him referee Liverpool games because if he goes to referee a Liverpool game, bro, he's gonna get so much abuse, bro. Someone's gonna run up on the pitch and just box his face, bro. Like real talk, they're gonna give him the Kimbo slice, one bang, the Wilder, you know that Wilder bang.
The Francis blast.
You know what I'm saying? He looks like he got a biscuit drawer as well. He looks like he get knocked out one bang, bro. I can't even lie.
The Amir Khan chin, I hear it.
Yeah, Amir Khan, yeah. The Prince Nassim one. I used to love Prince Nassim back in the day, bro. He used to come in. You know what I mean?
Prince Nassim's the GOAT, man. That's my guy.
Nah, I'm telling you. I don't know. This don't look good, man. This don't look. I need to look more into the story. I ain't heard everything he said and everything, but that's crazy. Why do you have so much vim, not only towards Liverpool but towards Klopp as well? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, certain man just don't take confrontation well. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but Josh, you're a Liverpool fan. How many times? Did Klopp ever say anything to this guy? Like, what happened between him and Klopp?
No, it was just him and referees in general. It's him and refs in general.
No, I think the incident was after. I don't know. He was the fourth official. He was the fourth official in the Burnley game, so we had to go at him or something. And then obviously he got a bit of butthurt. But what can you do in it? That's his business. But but Klopp's always this stuff about refs anyway. Like there was one time where he got fined for something, for obviously saying a madness, and he goes, "I don't mind paying any fines. That's not an issue. I just want to know where the money goes." And then they didn't even collect the fine. The fine disappeared.
Nah, but still, even though Klopp used to moan, but at the same time, that don't warrant him being called a German. See you next Tuesday. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
It doesn't warrant that though. Like, I hear that Klopp, he was a moaner, but bro, most refs that are winning, most managers that are winners are moaners, bro. Fergie used to moan all the time. Wenger used to moan all the time. Like, come on, man. He took it too far. Can't lie, he took it too far. I
don't know why he said the German bit. Like, calling somebody a see you next Tuesday is hardly crime of the century. I don't know why he had to add the German bit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get it.
I mean, to be fair, he joins Red Bull, so I mean, I have every right to be against him, but I'm not. It is what it is.
I hear that one. I hear that.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But you know what? Yeah, these Arsenal articles are making me laugh. Like, there's an article saying Raheem Sterling is beginning to show why Chelsea shipped him out to Arsenal. Bro, were we not saying this?
Oh, my younger brother was celebrating this, man. But that's revenge because when Sterling signed for Chelsea, I got him a Sterling shirt because he don't rate Sterling at all.
Mm.
And now my man gave me a Sterling shirt for the season. I nearly slapped him. The audacity.
Bro, it's crazy. And now, you know, there's another one. Arsenal left questioning whether the decision to sell Emil Smith Rowe to Fulham was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. He
Thank
wasn't good
you.
enough for Arsenal, but it's a mistake in not going out there and replacing him with quality. That's the problem. Now,
I
I don't
disagree
like
with
this
that.
whole thing about, you know, certain players that fail at Arsenal, they go somewhere else and they perform well. Oh, we should have kept him. No, you weren't good enough for Arsenal. Yeah, you might be good enough for Fulham, but you weren't good enough for Arsenal. Respectfully, the ambition of Fulham and Arsenal is different. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't even think this club has much ambition. So ESR just never fulfilled this potential under this manager. Maybe it was just the manager. I don't know. But I never saw the quality on a consistent basis. Plus, regardless of what you think about ESR as a player, he was never fit enough consistently. He wasn't fit enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what? We're gonna get another player that we're holding on, but then there's bare injuries. Like, if ESR was here, is anyone going to tell me he wouldn't have been injured? Like, his record shows he would have been injured alongside everybody else. Do you know what I mean? All the other injuries he had. The same way that we're looking at Tomiyasu and saying, yo, Tomiyasu, as much as I actually like you as a fullback, you're actually a decent fullback when fit. You're not fit often enough. So I don't like when these men start backtracking, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't have sold Smith Rowe in the summer. I thought that was a terrible decision, especially given that we all know this club is not going to bring in the required quality. But the thing is, I hear what you're saying about the injuries, but when you look at how Smith Rowe played at Arsenal, was he bad? Wasn't he like at least as good as Odegaard, if not better? Like, it's not.
No,
So even with
Odegaard, bro, no.
I'll have that conversation because a lot of people overrate Odegaard. He's good, sure, but he's not as good as people think he is.
I don't think
mean,
he was
the
as effective. But then he didn't play as many games, and that's down to him not being fit enough. But when selected, he was very like ESR, like he was technically very good. Like you could see technically he's a decent player. He can travel with the ball, he can pass the ball, but he wasn't creating as much as Odegaard. And I'm not a massive fan of Odegaard, but I can't say that ESR was on the same level as Odegaard. No, I don't think he was, bro. He wasn't as effective. And maybe it's because he didn't ever have the momentum. Because I don't remember this guy. I never remember ESR even having 10 games in a row. Like he would come back, play 3-4 games, get injured, boom, out for time. Then he'll come back 3-4 games, 5 games, 6 games. As soon as you start to get injured again, like I've never seen him. Do you know what I mean? Where Odegaard, one of Odegaard's biggest qualities is the fact that more times than not, he's available. He doesn't really get injured like that, Odegaard. You know what I'm saying? He's always available.
The issues only really became a problem in 2022. Like when Smith Rowe first came through for Arsenal, like when he scored the number 32, I think he was our best player in the second half of that season. Like when he gets a run, he's generally really good. But the injuries are a huge problem. So I didn't necessarily object to selling him, but I know this club too well. We were never going to get a replacement, which was the problem in the first place. Like we all agree Anwari is a good player, but there's one thing Smith Rowe has over him: his first team experience, something Anwari does not have.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And now we're just being linked with all these players once again. Micah Richards comes out saying that Arsenal really need a striker now. We've been saying this. I know he's not an Arsenal fan. He's a ex-Man City player. I get it. He doesn't support the club. But we've been saying this. We've been saying that we need a striker. Like, this whole fan base avoids the obvious to then point out the obvious later on when it doesn't work out. Like, we already know this. If Arsenal need a striker, why would we pay 100 mil to go get Kudus? It makes no sense, bro.
But we're not going to do that. We're not going to do any of that, bro. We're just going to buy some player that me, you, and everybody here doesn't want. Like can you please tell me, apart from Rice, what player did Arsenal fans, arteta ins or outs, wanted? No, zero, bro. No.
Who said that Rice is any good though?
Nah, like some people wanted Rice over Caicedo. I wanted Caicedo over Rice. Like,
yeah, I hear that.
Wanted Rice. There was a lot of people that wanted Rice, but I'm talking like
Arsenal fans only wanted Rice when you guys actually put the money down and signed him.
Thank you.
Because people wanted, like, I'm a Chelsea fan. Like I know this, like because Chelsea were looking at both players. Arsenal fans wanted Caicedo. They didn't rate Rice at all. But all of a sudden, you sign him, best DM in the league. Arsenal fans do this with every player they sign. They all of a sudden become the best player, the
Bro,
best
and
thing.
they didn't want any one of them, bro. Any one of them they didn't want. They didn't want Havertz. They didn't want Sterling. They didn't want anybody in the club, bro. They didn't want anybody. They didn't even want. They wanted
When
Partey. Okay,
they took
Partey.
Sterling from
They didn't want
Sterling's on
no.
loan. They were telling me Sterling's Chelsea's best forward. Last summer, sign Havertz. Havertz is Chelsea's best forward. He won you the Champions League. He also left us in 12th. People don't mention that. Now he's gone to Arsenal, scores a few goals, and he's the best. He's the second best striker in the league behind Haaland all of a sudden.
Prime, I want to ask you a question. I ain't even asked you this. I know you're a Chelsea fan, yeah? What do you make of the Arsenal-Chelsea game? What was your thoughts about that game, bro?
Yo, quickly, gentlemen, I'm jumping out here. Love.
Big up, Josh, man. Big up every time, man.
Yeah, like the video, everyone. Yeah.
Love, bro.
Take care.
Love, bro.
The game was quite boring, quite tactical. I think Arsenal, like, they weren't great per se, but I think you still could have won it at the end. You scored 2 goals, but they were offside, I know, but there were also fine margins, and we know how the refs are in this league. They could have been given, and Arsenal could have won the game. Chelsea perspective, I see what Maresca's trying to do. We just need better players in certain areas. Sanchez is nowhere near good enough. We need another centre back. Cole Palmer missing again. We need to figure something out with him in big games. Maybe he can't play centrally when we play against the top sides. But I'm overall happy with it because I wasn't expecting us to win anyway. Our top 6 record is abysmal since 2020. Like, it's actually very, very, very poor. So
Palmer was injured.
Yeah, but Palmer also stunk against Man United and against Liverpool, so I'm not going to use the injury gimmick. I think he was just bad overall. But I will say, like, with the Arsenal fans that have defended Arteta and back him and believe he's doing something special, I don't understand why now all of a sudden that people want to start to turn on him. I find that a bit weird. They're only doing it now because it's like the popular thing to do. But like, if you truly believe this guy's good enough, you guys defended him when, and again, I'm not talking about anyone here, but like the Arsenal fans that do defend him, you guys were defending him when, you know, he was 8th back to back. You're defending him when you were bottom of the league. Why now is the tipping point to say Arteta out if he doesn't beat Chelsea? I find that a bit crazy because if I was an Arteta defender, the logic would be we have players coming back from injury. The Chelsea game, so long as we don't lose, go into international break, get players back, you have a run of games against teams that you should be winning, quote unquote. It's not that big of a deal. Even the points gap from Liverpool, it's not even that crazy. You can still get back into this title race. You won't win the league regardless because Arteta, but you'll still be in it. So people who are like angry, who backed Arteta for years just to turn him in now, when in 2 months' time you'll be in December, January, you will be in a good position again, and all of a sudden they'll come out and back Arteta again. It's flip flopping. It's so weird for me. Like, why is it now? That's the big difference. Because if Arsenal were unbeaten from this start of the season, I don't think Northside and Lee Gunner and whatever and Dan Potts would be now saying, "Oh, Arteta is the guy all along. He'll win us the league." No, I think that's crazy. So, like, why the flip flop? I find it very, very, very weird. I mean, I know why they're flip flopping, but like, you know, it's not my club, so I don't really care. But I just find it weird. I just find it weird. I don't know if you've noticed that, Northside, but people switching now, like, why? Why not? Why all the things that was said in the summer that people don't want to listen to? Why say it now? You guys know you needed a striker for 2, 3, 4 years now, but now it's a problem. You know you needed another creative spark other than just Odegaard, but only now it's a problem. You know you needed a left winger for a few years now, but only now it's a problem. Why is it now it's a problem when things are bad? Why couldn't you speak about it when things were looking good. So you can, I don't know, whatever.
Because the people that were running with that narrative that had a channel, that have channels that were running with that, they no longer can really spin it. There's not really a way that they can spin it at the moment because we're 9 points behind. And then the fact that the team is looking disjointed, the bench isn't effective. We're not playing good football at all in any form, defensively, midfield, creatively, even the attack is not clinical enough. So now they're kind of run out of stuff to talk rubbish about the club. And then certain fans online, they just say, you know, they realize that, oh, I can actually call out the club without being castrated now. So now they want to jump on that. Oh, yeah, it's not that great.
True, but if you guys, you know, if you truly believed there are ways to still spin it into a positive of what's happening right now. There are, like, I'm someone who, again, it's not my club. I don't care. I want Arteta to stay, obviously, because it means you guys don't win anything major. But like, if I was an Arsenal fan and I was an Arteta defender, there are genuine reasons I can bring up to still defend him. But people aren't using them because they never really believed in the first place.
They never.
It's crazy. That's the thing. There are still reasons. Listen, you know what?
Never believed in him. No, that's ruthless.
You know what I would say? I would say is we had the same bad start last season. We have a lot of injuries right now. Liverpool are having a great start, but it's a manager bounce. City are also terrible. We'll be fine. We'll still title challenge. But no one's saying that. People are switching on Arteta because you never believed. That's the thing. You never believed. You were lying all along. And I think it's just hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Right. It's like it's the same thing with the Muslims that don't go pray. Like, that's exactly what it is.
I don't know. I can't speak.
I'm glad you're saying that. I'm a Muslim. I can actually say it.
If you truly believe, you can defend it. If you truly believe in Arteta, you can defend this because Arsenal have been in worse positions under Arteta, and he was still defended. So now,
but it was phase one.
You can defend this. You really can. If I was an Arsenal fan and I was an Arteta, like, sexual, whatever, that's a weird word to say, I would be defending it because it's so easy to defend. You've been in worse positions under Arteta. He's gotten you out of the mud before. He can do it again. But no one's using that because no one truly believed in the first
Can they really do that, though? Because when he was finishing 8th and 8th, when he's finishing 8th and 8th, they still had the excuse of he's building a squad, he needs his players. They can't say that anymore.
They're out of excuses, guys. They're out of excuses.
True, but Northside, you know what? On the flip side, I would say is, but Man City also have injuries like us. They're in shambles like us. Liverpool are on a manager bounce. We'll be fine and still title challenge. You can easily say that, but no one's saying that because no one believed. That's the funny thing. No one believed. If you truly believe in Arteta, you can say exactly what I've just said right now, and it would. And again, what I've just said, it is ultimately bullshit because you won't win the league anyway. But if you truly believe, you can say that, and it will be fine. But no one's saying that because no one actually believed. No one in when you're sleeping at night in your room, lights are off, no one can see you. You truly don't believe what you're saying. And I find it funny. If you did, you would be able to easily defend this. You were bottom of the league, Spurs were top, and you still defended him. But now it's a problem because you're 7 points away from City. Now it's a problem. Crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. And I'm a Chelsea fan saying this. I don't care about your club. I don't want you guys to win things. But I find it crazy that no one can defend him now. And you defended him for years before. I find it so crazy.
It's phase 5, bro.
That's typical, though. That's typical.
Phase 5. You see these 5 fingers. I've got. There are minimum 5 slaps I owe these fans.
Cinco. It's done out here. It's done. The excuses are done. They used all their bullets. They're done.
They unloaded the whole clip all over the first 4 phases. This is phase 5. They're dusted. They got nothing left. And we put them in the mud here because we've been calling it out. Yeah, we've been calling out all of their rubbish excuses. So now they've got no excuses left. Yeah, because they're compulsive liars. Yeah, they like when you're a compulsive liar, you always trip yourself over because you can't remember what you said before. And these men have got their faces on camera, saying these things, and they can't remember from one stream to the next what they've said. Whereas we all sit here and just say what we're saying because we're saying what we believe to be the truth. Yeah, and then at the end of the season, when our truth comes to fruition again, it is now factually the truth, isn't it? Yeah, it's our truth at the time, but when he ultimately falls on his face, which he does every season, yeah, now they go round to the next excuse, then they flip and flop, then they flip and flop, but then ultimately we're right again, then again, then again. They got nowhere to hide this season. We're in the top 4 race. I said it all summer. And we'll be lucky to get top 4 the way we're playing.
Yeah.
That window is hackable from Edu, man. You're leaving now. And
Don't
listen,
worry,
those cartels should have dealt with you ages ago.
We got a war chest. We're gonna go get Kudus. War chest now. War chest time
good
again.
That old chest. Don't you think it's funny that Odegaard's come out and said that he's not going to play? Odegaard said he's not going to play the games. Yeah, so why is he gone then? Like, why did we play him at the weekend? Yeah, because he said he wants to get his health back to 100 again, and he wants to concentrate on getting back to 100% and blah blah blah. Yeah, so why did we play him at the weekend then? Why? Because Edu left. That's why we played him at the weekend. Right? Edu left, and the exact same day that news came out, all of a sudden we're seeing photo shoots of Martin Odegaard on the training ground pitch. Oh, he's back on grass the exact same day. Then he was in the squad that went out to Italy, never got away, came on. No, he didn't get. Did he come right? Yeah, he came on right at the end, didn't he?
Yeah, 95 minutes.
Against City, oh my God, that's City. Against the Inter Milan, he got I think 3 minutes.
3 or 4 minutes.
An extra time.
You're right.
He came on,
yeah, because he ain't fit. Because we all knew he weren't going to be fit until December.
Yeah, but this is what this club does. They do miracles when shit hits the fan. When shit hits the fan, yeah, all of a sudden Odegaard's available. All of a sudden, we didn't have 100 mil in the summer to go get Gyökeres, but now there's reports we got 100 mil for Kudus.
Who wrote the article? Who wrote that?
Maybe Eddie was hiding it. Maybe Eddie was hiding the 100 mil.
Maybe that's why he's resigned, man. He got caught red-handed. Do you know what I mean? With his hand down the back of the sofa, like with his hand in the safe.
Listen, he's been caught with his daughter's toes in his mouth, so he survived worse.
Can I just put the reason I jumped on there, bless up to all of you. I don't want to take over the show, yeah. But this whole Liverpool thing, yeah, with this referee, bro, I put that in the bin on my last show. I put that whole conspiracy thing in the bin. Yeah, because this guy has called Jurgen Klopp what he's called him. Yeah, and he said Liverpool is shit. Do you know how many times he's refereed a Premier League game, including Liverpool in it? 3 times. 3.
Against us, I think. Lee, is it against us as well?
I'll tell you when it was. One was against Aston Villa at the weekend, where they should have had 2 penalties, Aston Villa. One was, hang on 1 second. Let me just do this real quick. Let me change it because I got it on Man City. Hang on 1 sec.
While you check, Lee, so I want to ask, so you're basically saying that Odegaard thing was a cover-up?
Yeah, that's what this club do, bro. Yeah, why was Declan Rice on corner duty when he's got a broken toe? Why was he even on the pitch? Yeah, and now, yeah, not only that, yeah, now we're seeing reports of a man in his 30s from West London, so on and so forth, one of them ones again. Yeah, notice how the particular person who's, it's all over, so I'm not going to say his name because I don't know whether it's him or not. Yeah, but at the same time, do you notice how he's played 11 games straight? But last season, we couldn't see him at all, could we? But now this has surfaced again. Yeah, now let's see if that particular person that everyone believes it may be, yeah, let's see if he's now got a miraculous injury just happened because it's not his, because the international team that he plays for have said that he's staying at home and he's not going on international duty for personal reasons. So let's see if he is actually fit and available to play the next game. Yeah, and I'll tell you something, yeah, I've seen a lot of people over Twitter since that news broke last night, and they're all assuming it's that particular person, right? But at the same time, they're all sitting there going, it's disgusting how people are still backing this guy. Motherfuckers, your manager's backing it if it is him. Yeah, your manager's sitting there gassing him up in interviews. Your manager's sitting there playing him. Yeah, so if it is him and it is true, yeah, and he has done them things, then that manager, fucking hell, mate, oh my days. Yeah, that's their manager fully finished. Yeah, that's that manager fully finished. But yeah, I found this Liverpool thing. Yeah, watch this. Yeah, share the screen, please, Northside, because I'll put this whole Liverpool thing in the bin real quick.
People are asking how many times was he on VAR duty?
Yeah, don't worry, I'll come to that. Yeah. So since 1920 season, 1, 2, 3 Premier League games, he's been the referee. You can see here. This is the guy, David Coop. Yeah. Referee Liverpool matches from whenever he became a ref. Any competition, any venue. Premier League against Villa at the weekend. Salah, when he went clean through, that should have been a red card. Although I think they scored off of it, so that's probably why he never gave it. But Ollie Watkins should have had 2 penalties. I don't think either were penalties, but the general consensus over the weekend was Aston Villa were robbed. Yeah, they should have had penalties. It's a disgrace. Why is that? Because Arsenal fans know that Liverpool have gone further clear. So they wanted Aston Villa to get 2 penalties. Okay, cool. But now this story's come out. Now, the same Arsenal fans that were saying Aston Villa should have had penalties are saying that this guy's conspiring to stop Liverpool winning stuff. Make your minds up, right? The last time before that he reffed was the 30th game of last season for Liverpool in the Prem. They won 2-1. Oh, by the way, he booked no Liverpool players at the weekend. Yeah. He's never sent a Liverpool player off in domestic competition, ever. Right? 5 yellows in that game, but they won that as well. Semi-final first leg of the cup that they won, EFL Cup. He reffed that game, 1 yellow card to Liverpool. No reds again. Beat Fulham. FA Cup 4th round. They lost to Brighton, rightly so as well. Man City, EFL, same season. Lost and rightly so. He booked 7 players over the 2 games. That is Shrewsbury Town. He was the FA Cup 3rd round official, the referee. No yellow cards to Liverpool. They won 4-1. EFL Cup. Beat Preston 2-0 away from home. He was the ref. No yellow cards. And the 35th game of the Premier League, Burnley 1-1. 1 yellow card to Liverpool. Now, let's go to the VAR. Because these men chat crap, bro, and they're jumping on a hype. Video assistant referee. There we go. You're not going to believe this. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Watch this. That's it. That is literally it. All right. So, Premier League, they won 1-0. This is back in 2019, September. They drew with Man United. He was on VAR. We beat them on penalties in the Community Shield, but I'm not including that as a charity game. That 2-2 was when Pickford done Van Dijk. So that's, fair enough. Should have been a straight red. They didn't give it a straight red. So that's one bad incident. But now take out the 2 penalties that Aston Villa should have had. They're still in favour of Liverpool. Cool. They won 3-1 against West Ham. 2-0 against Everton. 1-1. This is interesting, this one, because this is when Martin Odegaard was playing basketball. So now that's now 2 for Aston Villa. The 2 in Liverpool against Liverpool. Sorry, for Liverpool, and now 2 against, yeah? But in that very same game that people forget to remember, because this is what they do, Bukayo Saka booted the ball at something, it was handball, although it would have been harsh. And not only that, 29 was in on goal in the penalty box, and Trent pushed him and wiped him out with his ankle, cut his ankle out. Yeah, it should have been a penalty. So I don't see where this conspiracy is, by the way. The 3-1 at the Emirates, we fully deserve to beat them. No dodgy in this, in that. 4-1, they won.
A good performance with Arteta, I remember.
The 2-0 they lost to Everton. Nothing happened in that. Yeah, so where's this conspiracy then? Now, if you want to go to when he was the video ref in the Man City games, which I didn't do on my channel, I forgot to do it. Yeah, video ref for Man City games. That's literally it. Because apparently it's helping Man City. This is what we're saying, yeah? Cool. Did he help Man City when they got banged 5-2 then by Leicester in 2020-21? What about when they lost 3-2? And I'm pretty sure they got stitched in that game. City, I can't remember. They lost 2-0 to Wolves in that one as well. Yeah. All the other games they've won. Oh, it's almost like they're a good team. They beat Southampton. They beat Ipswich. They beat Fulham. They beat Chelsea. They beat Man United in the cup final, fairly rightly so. Not the season gone, the season before. They beat us 4-1. That was when Rob Holding scored. Absolutely hammered us that day. But he's helping. Like 5-0 against West Ham, 4-0. Okay, he's helping. Now let's go to when he's a ref for Man City. Because apparently it's a conspiracy, and this guy's trying to help Man City and stop Liverpool, guys. He's trying to stop Liverpool. Okay, that's all the games he's been a ref for Man City. So, Sheffield United, well, they battered them. Battered Wolves. 1 yellow for them in both games. Liverpool 3-2. We've already gone through that in the previous. Fully deserved Liverpool to lose. 1 yellow. Premier League, 4-0. No yellows. 1-0 against Brentford. No yellows. 2-0. 1-0 and 7-0. What are we doing here? Where's the dodginess? Am I missing any dodgy decisions for that have helped Man City in these games? Because all I see, apart from the 1-0, apart from the 1-0s, all I'm seeing is they're banging everyone. And this goes back to 2019, 18-19. when they slapped them Bournemouth up. Rotherham, sorry, 7-0. Like, what have I missed here? Like, what have I actually missed here? This is pathetic, bro. I'm sick to death of this narrative here, and everyone's sitting there going, "Oh yeah, but what do you mean? But we know the refs are crap for everyone. Yeah, but these people, yeah, are not sitting there trying to stop us winning a title. Yeah, our board and ownership are doing that. Yeah, same with Liverpool. They bought Chiesa, mate. If they don't win the league, that's on them. That's all they bought. Yeah, it's bullshit, bro. I'm sick to death of it. Yeah, and the last thing I'll say, and I'll shut up. Yeah, is this is just a witch hunt on the PGMOL. Yeah, because and I've seen Flowers and a load of others, the usual suspects, really, that want to do anything that's trending. Anything that's trendy, they'll jump on it. Whether they're a top gooner online, yeah, top red, whatever it may be, they're jumping on it. We all have to drop the tribalism and pull together. Okay, cool. We're all you lot pulling together in the Forest Brighton game where there was 3 red cards. Oh, you weren't? Okay, cool.
They pulled together on May the 14th. How did that go?
Yeah. And this is my point with it, bro. It's bullshit. Yeah, these men have got more chest for the PGMOL because it's trendy at the minute. Yeah, well, I've just done an hour and 14 minutes proving that guy's not got an agenda against Liverpool. Yeah, I've done that on my other channel. Hour and 14 minutes. I forgot to show the Man City one.
Like Klopp. That's all it is. He just doesn't like him.
And he's managed in the Premier League against Klopp twice. That's it. He's managed he's ref the game that Klopp's been involved in twice in the Premier League. It's pathetic, bro. I'm sick to death of this.
I won't lie though, Lee, though. What that ref said is not giving a good look, though, to be fair. I'm not gonna, like, sugarcoat it, though. I can't lie. What he said just gave it a whole bad look, and that's why the narrative went the way it went. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is.
Yeah, but that's because people jump on the hype without getting facts here. Yeah, let me show you this very quickly, Northside. Yeah, share this, please, quickly. Because these are all the decisions that Liverpool have got away with. Look at some of these disgusting tackles, by the way. Right, look at some of these. That should have been a penalty for Man City. Milner pushed him. That tackle there is disgusting. Look at the state of that. Yeah? Look at the state of that one on Jadon Sancho. Look at that on Eddie Nketiah. Yeah? That should have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty to Everton. Wasn't given. That should have been a penalty. I think that's actually the same one, if I'm honest. Just slightly different. Yeah, I think that is the same one. Look at this tackle, Van Dijk. Look at that. Right? Forearm smash. Remember this game, guys? First minute of the game, Mane should have been sent off. Look at that one in the
there's 2 sitters as well.
Yeah, look at that in the Champions League. Yeah, look at that off the floor. Yeah, there's loads of these, mate. Look, the goalkeeper. Look at that one there. Look at that one. This one.
Look at that one, Saka. Bloody hell!
Look at that.
Naby Keita's challenge on Chalobah, that happened in a cup final. I think it was a Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
You should remember you lost on penalties.
Yeah, look at this. Look, how many high feet do they have? Look, and then they want to moan that Doku did one on them, on McAllister. Look at that tackle there, by the way, on Onana. Look at that. Some of these tackles. Look, handball wasn't given. Stop to goal. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, when you dig deep into this, which is something, this is a social media thing. Yeah, which is why I delayed my video on this until today. Yeah, because I wanted to get all of the evidence, all of the facts, all of the proof. Because everyone just jumps the gun to put it out first and wants to be the white knight. Flowers out here. We all need to pull together. Yeah. And we all need to drop the tribalism and pull together to stop the PGMOL. Piss off. Yeah. How about show them clips, mate? How about show the facts of how many games this guy's reffed and the results in them games and any dubious decisions in them games? Then balance that out over all the games he's reffed for Man City. Yeah. The reason Liverpool didn't win as much as they could have is because they didn't do enough. It's as simple as that. Yeah, nobody's stopping Darwin Núñez from scoring more goals, are they? Apart from Darwin Núñez. Yeah. When we're clean through against Bournemouth the other week, 0-0 with 10 men, nobody stopped Martinelli putting the ball in the back of the net, did they? Instead, he hit the goalkeeper. Then we lost. Bollocks.
Yeah, but you know the issue is though. The issue is that they only look at a specific moment within the game. They don't look at 90 minutes. This is the problem that I also have when I argue with certain Arsenal fans, whether they're my friends, my relatives, or even fans online. You know, like it's just at some stage you just need to watch the entirety of 90 minutes, man. I say this with my own team, bro. Like, and we're picking, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so annoying. Like, I you know what it is? I remember I was watching Rants, and he was talking to somebody. I don't remember who it was exactly, but he said something that's so true. A lot of the football fans today are casuals, man. if you deep it, like they literally will see a specific moment, or they'll watch a specific team with highlights, and and that's it. Like the only time they really watch a full 90 is when it's with their own teams. Like, and it's just, this is why you get the opinions you get today. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Like for me, by the way, I just turned 23, right? And even me myself, you know, like I can think that there's something called 90 minutes of football. You know what I'm saying? It's just wow, man. Wow.
There's a reason why people don't tend to watch the full game. They don't have the attention span for it, and they don't have the intellectual capacity to understand what happens during a game. You can score a goal and have a stinker. Like, that's something they can't seem to comprehend. Hey, what happened at the weekend, man? Kane disappeared again.
Bro, I've seen it with Kane, like, enough, bro. Like, I mean, it's nothing new.
I hear you.
It's nothing new. Bro,
they got Homelander on steroids with that, who does that to Man City.
In your game, Benfica against us, that guy was barely in the box. I swear down, that guy was barely in the box, bro. Like you might have like 5 men at the back, and then this guy is just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna be in the. I'm gonna either go next to the goal, or I'm gonna go outside the box. I'm not gonna be in the center of the box. No. I'm telling you, bro. Don't worry. I know how it feels, AJ. You don't have to tell, bro. I know, bro. That's why.
At least that's Harry Kane, man. Listen, I've got Lee Gunner on crack up for Arsenal. It's peak.
This guy, bro. This guy. SG, you're a Barca fan, right?
Arsenal, mate.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No worries. My baller Ronaldinho, mate.
Oh, you see, like Barca. Did you see the Barca goal disallowed at the weekend?
Yep.
Nah.
Semi-automated offside, and they gave it offside, and he was on. And then
I'm
Barca
not
lost 1. And then Barca lost 1-0.
I'm not bothered watching Barca, unfortunately, because Arsenal ruined my mood, unfortunately. So, not interested.
Yeah, but Barca fans have come out and said, "Oh, it's a conspiracy and all that." Yeah, but at the same time, that won't carry on from time and time and time. And this is why I get the ump when people blame refs here. We know they're crap, bro. We know they're crap. Yeah, and I don't think they're any more crap than they used to be back in the day before VAR or before social media. I just think social media fans now have just sat there and they nitpick at everything. Yeah, I genuinely believe that. Yeah, because they're so fragile because their team lost and they can't rep their baller that day. Yeah, so like the Saka Foden, like Palmer debate, or the Rashford and whoever else it may be, Martinelli debate, or like whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So because their team lost, yeah, and he dropped a stinker, they can't have that debate online with other people. Yeah, and this is what it is you've then got channels on here that are then exposed. Everyone's exposed. Okay, nobody's exposed themselves, mate. Yeah, like what we're doing here. Yeah, I don't believe the refs in this era are any worse than they ever have been. They've always been shit, bro. Why? Because they're humans. They make errors. Yeah, a lot of these decisions are subjective, by the way. They're not facts.
Yeah. By the way, I will say this as well. Yeah, exactly. I will say this. Yeah.
Sorry, Alpha. But I just want to
no problem, Rashid. But I wanted to say something. It's not only in Europe.
We just need to play. The thing is that people are just using this as an excuse. You don't do enough, you won't win. Simple as. You know, City. How many times are they wrong against City? How many times? They do it every year. It doesn't mean, if I was to look up and find how many times they did City wrong, you'll find more than 20.
Bro, they did City wrong against Tottenham. Yeah, when Haaland got fouled on the halfway line, they said play on. He got up, chipped the ball to Grealish, clean through last minute, and then they brought it back for a foul. Yeah, Chan should have got a second yellow card when they played Wolves. He didn't get a second yellow card. He scored the winning goal. There's 2 I can think straight off. The Man City Man United game when Rashford, he was not interfering apparently when the goalkeeper came out. Do you remember that one? Yeah. There's 3 straight away. There's 3 I can think straight off of the top of my head, bro. Yeah. And this is the thing. Everything's an agenda against Man City. Yeah. Everything is the PGMOL. And this is where they're so thick, these people. Yeah. The FA, the EFL, and the Premier League all own and fund the PGMOL. So the PGMOL are fixing it and rigging these games, apparently. Yeah, so Man City can win the league. But the PGMOL are partially funded and owned by the Premier League, who are taking them for 115 charges. Make that make sense?
Yeah, but Lee, you know what they'll tell me? They'll tell me that there was a hack going on.
What?
You know what it is, yeah. When I look at games where Arsenal fans, obviously as an Arsenal fan, I watch more Arsenal games than I do the rivals, even though I try to watch as many rival games as I can. Most of the time, I see more errors within the game due to the way that we're playing or our lack of consistency than I do referee decisions. In a game, I see so many errors from our players. Martinelli not being able to take on his man, Havertz not getting involved in the goal, or Moreno being in the position that Havertz is supposed to be in when Saka's whipping in crosses. Saka going void in the game. Moreno or Thomas Partey and Rice not transitioning from deep. There's more mistakes within us as a football team during 90 minutes than there are refereeing mistakes.
But that's the thing.
You can go further than that. You can go for the board.
What did you say, bro? I know you just joined. What did you say, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say, refereeing decisions, they only really have bad refereeing decisions don't really have effect on close games. How many Arsenal games have we watched this season where we've watched Havertz, Saka, and Martinelli miss a shit ton of chances before a referee made one bad decision and then we just lean on refereeing decision?
Facts.
How many? It really truly only have effects on close games. Let's be honest.
No worries. Havertz scored 20 goals according to Top Gunners.
And it always seems to be when we're hard done by. Yeah. Why don't these Arsenal fans that want fairness and they all love the word consistency? Yeah, their players ain't even consistent. The players ain't even consistent. So you want consistency? Yeah. Well, why don't you call out the Brighton Nottingham Forest game then? There was 3 red cards in that game. Go and check that game again. Why didn't any Arsenal fan call out consistency that day then?
Exactly.
I think the Arsenal players are consistent. They're just consistently not good enough when it matters. That's just how it is.
The problem is Top Gunners have an IQ of their IQ lower than a dog.
The reason why they don't call it out is because they don't watch any of these games.
Thank you.
They're not watching these games.
When we don't do well in Europe, yeah, all of a sudden it's the referee. When we're doing okay in Europe or we're getting at least a draw, they're not talking about refereeing decisions. They said the referees in Europe are the best ones. As soon as we lose against Inter, our refereeing decisions, the referee's a bit dodgy, the referee I didn't like the certain decisions, then go our way.
We got a similar penalty the game before.
This is what I'm saying. You can't make a statement. How are you making a statement that the referees are better, but now when we lose points, the referees are the problem? Ultimately, yeah, it goes in every aspect of life. You do what needs to be done. More time, you get the results. You get the results. It doesn't matter in what situation that you're doing something. Do your job in it. Do your job. It doesn't matter about what everybody else is doing. It's got nothing to do with the referees and the fact that this manager looks lost when Plan A doesn't work. He looked lost. The Inter game, he looked lost. Chelsea game, he looked lost. You tell me something to win that game. He's bringing on the defensive player to win the game against Chelsea, bro, when we need a goal.
No, but Northside, Arteta's thinking going into that Chelsea game was not to lose. So from his perspective, it worked. So long as they didn't lose the game.
So he lost it. That's the only thing he lost.
I think like people need to accept Arteta is like, even though he was coaching under Pep, he's not a student of Guardiola. He's a defensive manager.
Bro, our assistant manager has more credentials to manage this club than him. Do you know that? Our assistant manager was the assistant under Louis van Gaal. Yeah, Man United. Our assistant managed Genk first team. Yeah, our assistant has managed Wales, assistant manager for Wales under Giggsy. Yeah, whilst doing the job under Arteta. Yeah, our assistant has managed for about 30 years, bro. Yeah, at youth level. Yeah, for in Feyenoord and other teams that are in Europe. He's actually managed football clubs, bro. Yeah, whether it's youth level or Genk first team. And he was the assistant to Louis van Gaal. 103 games he was under Louis van Gaal at Man United. He's more qualified for the job than this guy.
You're more qualified. That's not saying anything.
This before, yeah. Even back in the day, yeah, when Man United were dominating, yeah. This is the funny thing about that guy, yeah, talking about Man United, that so-called Man United supporter. When Fergie was dominating the league, yeah, bare people were talking about, oh, Fergie. Every time he look at what he's doing with the refs, yeah. He made a video debunking the myth about, oh, people talk about Fergie time. We actually didn't score as many goals as people think we did in Fergie time. But your manager was active actively taking out referees out on dates and taking them out and giving them gifts and going to their birthdays and doing all of this.
2 years before Fergie left, yeah, I'll never forget this. It was 2 years before Fergie left, yeah, Man United. Sky Sports put a graphic up, yeah, saying most goals in the Premier League's era. This was obviously back in the day because Fergie left in what, 2012? Yeah, 13, whenever it was. So it was 2 years before that, yeah. They put a graphic up saying most goals scored in stoppage time in the Premier League era. Guess who was top? Arsenal. Chelsea was second, and Fergie was third. But it was Fergie time because this is what they do, a narrative. Because guess why? Because they kept fucking winning. They kept winning games. They kept winning trophies. And our teams back then, well, Chelsea were good back then, to be fair, but they'd only just got their rise up. Yeah, they'd only had 5 years or 6 years at that point of Roman. We were on the mad decline and going through a trophy drought. So it was copium. Oh, it's Fergie time. It's Fergie time. Oh, it's disgusting. It's Fergie time. They're cheating. They're paying Howard Webb and all of this crap. Yeah. Yeah, there were some dodgy decisions, like when we got they took turns in kicking Reyes and all of that. Like there's been loads like that. Yeah, Sol Campbell. Yeah, when he never touched Rooney. Yeah, but at the same time, we've had loads go for us back in the day as well. How many times did I think it was it Pires dived against Portsmouth, invincible season, and we got out of there 1-1. Yeah, 1-1, got out with a draw. Yeah, that was never a penalty. Yeah, how many times did Bergkamp click his own heels, yeah, and fall over in the penalty box? Penalty. How many times did we put our arms up in the air, yeah, and the rest went, well, they've all put their arms up and said he's offside. He must be offside. Yeah, I guarantee if you went back, yeah, of every single time we called an offside, yeah, by our famous back four putting their arms up, I guarantee at least 20% of them were onside. At least. But because they all did it in unison, yeah, the linesman went, well, fuck it, they must be right. They've all done it at the same time. Like, come on. Yeah, people don't think of this crap, but because it was dubbed Fergie time, that was a copium, and now we're getting this now. PGMOL are rigging it for Man City. Yeah, copium again. When is it our turn to have this? When is it our turn to be good? Do you know what I'm saying? It's boring.
I don't know. When it was Fergie time, we were still able to win leagues. I don't see what the problem was. And Fergie time was still here when Man City came into the league and started being serious, and Chelsea were here. Mourinho dealt with Fergie time. Wenger dealt with Fergie time. Do you know what I'm saying? Who else? Pellegrini was here, innit? Pellegrini.
He's just left. Pellegrini arrived at the same time.
Man, big up my G. Put this towards your new manager, bro.
Yeah, big up Savo. Hey, Savo, you should have kept that for your new manager fund, mate.
That's what I'm saying. That could be the new go-karting fund. You know what I'm saying? You could do the Mario Kart at your stadium, bro. Now, big up, though. Big up, Savo. I like Savo. Big up. I'm glad Savo, back on YouTube as well, man. Big up, bro.
Has anyone booked their Robbie Williams tickets for the 6th of June yet at the Emirates?
No, they're waiting for Beyonce. Is Beyonce done? Is Beyonce gone now? Is she gone now? Has she done it? I don't even know.
Oh, let's see. I mean,
but it's true though. It's just not boring, bro. At the end of the day, just do what you need to do. I don't care about all of these conspiracies. We can do this on every nation. Benfica are one of the teams are always accusing Portugal of being the most corrupt team in Portugal, and it probably is true. Apparently, yeah. I'm saying I don't know. I ain't got no facts on it. It is allegedly, yeah. But every team have got it. Juve at Inter, Real Madrid in Spain, but they don't win every single title and every single cup every single year. Go out there and do what you have to do. If you have to play dark arts, do it. If you have to get world class, do it. If you have to get the best manager, do it. It is what it is. Atleti, I don't see Atleti moaning. They're going up against Barca and Real Madrid every year, bro. Every year.
And Bilbao. Bilbao are bigger than them in terms of trophies.
I think they got more. They got more league titles. Bilbao was successful in.
Bilbao have got 3 trophies in total, more than them. I don't think they've got more. Maybe they have got more league titles. Bilbao are the second most successful team in Spain for the Copa del Rey. Yeah, I think they've got more than Real Madrid. They've got more Copa del Reys than Madrid. They're the 3rd biggest club in Spain, Bilbao. Again, Atleti are seen as the biggest. Yeah, this is like Tottenham are seen as a top 6 when Aston Villa have factually won more trophies than them. Yeah, why are they top 6? Why are they big 6? Aston Villa have won more trophies than Tottenham. I'm not talking community shields.
Maybe because they're a London team.
It's because they're part of the fucking cartel, bro. That's why. Because when the Prem founded, they were part of the Big 5 with Everton. Yeah, and then Everton have fallen by the wayside, which is a miracle how Man City, well, I say miracle, obviously money talks and bullshit walks. Yeah, they hate the fact that Man City have got their way in. Yeah, because it was Arsenal, Tottenham, Man United, Liverpool and Everton. They were the 5 founders of the Premier League. They were the Big 5. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, and they hate the fact that Chelsea got their way in and Man City got their way in. They can't stand it, bro. The Prem can't stand it. Yeah, there's nothing they can do against it, which is why they've tried to do Chelsea enough times, and they've tried to do City now with the 1-1-5 because they can't stand it. They're trying to find a way to slow them down. Yeah, because it's ruining the red cartel.
Sava, yeah, big up. But you've only had 18 months of Ange, man. We've had next month marks 5 years of Arteta, so yeah, you can hold on a lot more. Oh, you lost. Listen, we've been through hell, man.
You're in phase 2, Sava, man. Trust the process, man. Buy a dog. Get Ed Sheeran up here. Get Ed Sheeran up the stadium again with his banjo,
diabetes, man. Let's be phase 2 out of this.
Nah, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, real talk here. That club's tapped. Yeah, that club's finished.
I'm not hearing
even
nothing.
Deji, I don't know if you saw the stream I did yesterday.
He was doomed the day he decided to support Tottenham.
He's had enough now. He's had enough now. And that's one thing I like Deji, yeah? He does back his club, which I think delusionally at times he backs
Dusty
his club.
Deji. Delusional Deji.
Delusional Deji. But when it's time, he's like, nah, he goes, I can't back this, man. This is dusty. He's like, I can't back this. He goes, no, I'm Ange out. But I said to him, you were Ange out, yeah? When you guys lost to Brighton, you said you were Ange out. You were back Ange in. When you lost to Newcastle, you still Ange out, and then you was back Ange in. I said, he goes, nah, I'm done now.
All he needs is a good performance and a result, and his mind change.
I heard that mind change. If he doesn't win the Europa League, if he doesn't win the Europa League, or he wins both the cups, he wants him out.
Do you actually think Tottenham winning that have a chance to win that Europa League?
They ain't got no chance.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
They ain't got no chance to win it. Look at this, by the way. Yeah, they're not winning that. Lazio or Galatasaray or someone. Yeah, look at this, by the way. Look at that.
We're going there.
That was Emery's second season after 11 games. This is Arteta's 5th full season after 11 games. Look at the difference. 2 points. 3 goals conceded more than our best defense ever, apparently. And 2 goals scored more. So a +5 goal difference. Super duper Mick has and 2 points more in phase 5. And Emery got sacked 2 games after that, by the way.
Thing is, Unai deserved the sack, but Arteta, he's done so much worse.
Bro, 800 million is the first manager in history of football to spend 800 million quid and not win anything. Because the FA Cup, he didn't spend a penny to win that. Yeah, we brought in Pablo Mari and Cedric Suarez on loan.
Don't remind me. This is bringing back PTSD.
It's embarrassing. Then he told Willian. Yeah, join us. We're qualified for the Champions League, and before you leave, you would have won it. How's that going? Yeah, we haven't scored a goal away from home in Europe this whole calendar year.
Excuse me?
Real time, bro. It's all up here, bro. Tactics. I got a big forehead, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got receding hairline.
Man's got the Somali forehead. I hear it.
So, fuck off, man. This guy, bro. I swear. We didn't score against Bayern. We didn't score against Porto. We didn't score against Atalanta, and we didn't score against Inter. 0 goals away from home in 4 games.
No, but wait, we're set up.
We got sports in that, so good luck.
According to some people.
Say again, bro.
We're set up to win the Champions League, according to some people.
Yeah, man. All right, we're fully set up to win it, bro. Fully set up. Watch us get absolutely banged by Sporting Lisbon next time.
This guy does not know how to win away in Europe, and that's one of the biggest criteria to even have a chance to win this competition. We can't win or even get a result away in Europe under this manager. I have yet to see it. But
he lost to Lons away. Lons.
There he is.
Here he is, the main man. Oh, love in the background, brother. Look, come on, look at the background. Come on, Summer's looking
what
fresh.
Can I say, man? Brexit and is back.
Look how happy this guy is that his manager's crap and his team's dusty. Look how happy he is, guys. Look. He's tapped out time ago. I'm going to get a beer. This is going to be 6 hour.
You know my opinion, right?
Thanks, Chad. I'm sorted.
As much as listen, I love Deji. Like I love streaming with Deji. He's funny and that. But listen, we've got a fan base full of we've won. Oh my God, we might win the league. 2, we've lost. We might get relegated. Listen, I've said for a year, this manager is dreadful. And sorry, I know this is an Arsenal channel, so I feel like I'm in.
No, go ahead.
No, listen, talk. We have to put up with your lot in our channels all the time, so you can deal with me for a little bit. People like AJ in my chat. Listen,
no need for that.
All I ever hear, right, is so funny because it's the way the food chain works, right? So You guys are all sitting here hating Arteta, and oh my God, it's year 5 and we've not won anything. We got Spurs fans going, well, hang on. Ange has only had 18 months. Look how long Arteta's had. And I'm like, yeah, look how long Arteta's had. Hasn't done anything. No, he's won the FA Cup. He hasn't done anything in terms of actually getting over the line in the big competitions. And I'm not knocking you guys. I'm knocking my own team here. Or you guys as well at the same time. But can I give you guys some stats about Ange Postecoglou before anyone says that we're ungrateful, right? I'm not one of these fans who started following football in the last 4 years, right? And all these people that come on like on my debate show last night, be grateful. You're pessimistic, and you're Lee Gunner of Spurs. I'm like, stop calling me Lee bloody Gunner. Blah blah blah.
Why am I always the fucking benchmark? What have I done?
I'm the same age as Lee. Like Lee's the savage. No. Anyway, so here's some stats for you. Right, this is Spurs. I'll do short term and long term. For any of you that think that Ange is doing a good job, right? In 11 games this season, we've lost 5. 5. Right, that is absolutely shocking. 5. Right, that's the most in the top half, and only the bottom 3 have lost more games than us. That is pathetic. Right, in our last 18 Premier League games, he's lost 10 of them. 10 in 18. That is shocking. In his last calendar year, so if you guys remember, we had that 10-game run at the beginning of last season where everyone was Tottenham were winning the league. Remember that? We were winning the league in October that time, right? Okay, so since that first defeat, we got beaten at home. We got slapped up by Chelsea 4-1, and Ange decided that with 9 men, we should play on the halfway line. And people said, oh, my God, he's so brave. And I was like, God, this man's so dumb, right? Yeah, Jackson. We kicked off his career.
I remember that. Right? I remember that, Sam. You were fuming.
AJ, since that game, we've played 39 Premier League games. We've lost 17 of them, right? We've lost 17, won 17 and drawn 5. And he's taken, so this is an exact calendar year to this week. He's taken 56 points in 12 months, which would have him last year in 10th place in the table, right? We've won 4 away games in 2024. 2 of those were against 10 men, and 2 of those were against teams that got relegated last year. Right?
This sounds like Arteta in his first full season or second season.
Mate,
sounds exactly the same. Yeah, but he inherited a mess, Savo. You have to let him get all of his pieces.
Mate, it's absolutely shocking, right? Because when he buys these players, I get told, you know what? This is an Ange player. Like, everyone's an expert on Ange. Like, everyone's like, when Ange built this team in Japan, we're in the Premier League, right? I don't care about that. Right, what else have I got for you? Right?
Oh God.
Our last 15 home games, we've conceded first in the 13 of 15. 13 of 15, right? This year we've won 1 away game, and that was to Man United. Like, Man United, who have just sacked their manager because they're crap, who have got more ambition than we have. Honestly, guys, I don't know what to say anymore. So I'm fighting daily these Spurs fans and these Spurs YouTubers that can't tell the truth about the football club. And I know your pain. I see you guys doing it.
Just keep going. The truth always wins.
Mate, but even with the truth coming out, I'm getting, yeah, but do you know what? Do you know what? Give it a year. It's a rebuild. To what? What are we? How can you rebuild from something that never won? What are we rebuilding to? Sorry, I've crashed your show, and I'm
no, Savage. You know what? Yeah, Savage. Let me, Savage. Sorry, go on, no, go on. It's your turn.
No, I was just gonna say, Sava. Yeah, to your point. Yeah, I get where your frustration's coming to, because I get Dej on the channel every week. When you lost to Newcastle, you ran out of ideas. All they did is sit back and hit you in a counter, and your manager did absolutely nothing to change that game. It's the manner of your defeats. When you're looking at the manager, what does he do to change it up? And I said that at the start of the season. I said, we're going to see if your manager is just an Aussie Bielsa. And at the moment, he doesn't look like the Aussie Bielsa. It's attack. When that doesn't work, yeah, he doesn't know what to do, which is the reason why I had enough of Wenger. And I'm sure everybody else here had enough of Wenger that is an Arsenal fan, because he was the same. When Plan A worked, it looked great. But when plan A wasn't working, it's just keep attacking. We're leaking goals, but just keep attacking. Just keep playing the high line. Just keep bombing players forward. Then Brighton.
Northside, do you know the problem is?
Brighton. The Brighton game was a disgrace.
Oh, that was hilarious. I didn't watch that for that guy.
You
knew it was going to happen as well.
Yeah? If there's one game cover, as a rival, if there's a game as a rival that capitulates Spursy, is the way you played against Brighton. You were ahead, and the way you capitulated. What did that game was that 4-2 or something?
3-2. Yeah, we lost 3-2.
2-0 down and came back to lose.
3-2. Crystal Palace.
Do you know what?
The whole team didn't turn up. Your whole team, defensively, you were trash. Midfield was trash. Your finishing was trash. So they weren't even pressing you in that game. Crystal Palace just knocking the ball all over the place, and you guys couldn't gain not even 2 minutes of control in that game. I've been watching your games because Deji, the way Deji was talking, I was like, nah. I'll be watching you lot.
Listen, as I said, I love Deji. When I watch Spurs, and I hear people like him talking about Spurs, all I hear is that we dominate, that we have all the possession. Yeah. We have a lot of possession in our own half. Like Romero, I reckon if you look at the combination between Romero and Van der Ven, it's got to be the most part. I don't know that for a fact, but it is slow across the back. Look, Ipswich hadn't won a game. Don't worry, Spurs are here, Dr. Tottenham. Palace hadn't won a game. Don't worry, Spurs are here, Dr. Tottenham. Right? Now, what annoys me about our fan base is when we're winning games, it's Ange's different. This guy is different. He's sorted out that mentality. You know, we've got that fight in us. We don't do the things we used to do when we lose games. Now, bearing in mind, we lost to Ipswich. Right? Ipswich have players in their team that have been through all 4 leagues at the weekend. I'm not knocking them. Fair play to them for that. Right? But then I'm hearing, oh, yeah, but he wasn't backed. Oh, right. So now he wasn't backed. In the summer, when you were all coming on my channel telling me I'm negative and that this manager's been given his players and this is a youth project, it was brilliant. Now we're losing. He's not been given his players. Guys, this is the same 11 as last year, other than Dominic Solanke. Right? That is where we're at. Right? I'm so effing bored. And when we lose to Man City next week, we will, because no matter how much we all want to laugh at Man City, we know what they're capable of. They'll have had 2 weeks break and they don't lose at the Etihad. When they beat us, we are 6 defeats from our first 12. And he's had £400 million and talks about winning titles. And I always win. I do not want him anywhere near my football club. Right? I don't even wish him on you lot, if I'm brutally honest. I do not want this guy. He should go to Celtic. He should go back to Celtic and take half the fan base with him that have followed him from Celtic and Australia, and then telling me about my club that I've supported for 40 years. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. I'm sick of this. You don't know, Ange. I've got facts. I watched the performances. Like, sorry, I'm just so frustrated.
Can I ask a question though?
Yeah, man.
And I'm not saying you're wrong at all, because Ange have been very awful over the last year or so, especially bottling that top 4 challenge that you guys had last season. But you guys went down the Marino, the Conte route, and now you guys decided to try this guy.
Yeah.
Where do you guys go from here if you guys sack him?
Do you know what? Look, the problem is when we had the Jose and Conte route, the problem is the squads those two had were diabolical, right? They had Kane and Son in their peak, right? But that's 2 forwards. Let's look at it like this. Jose Mourinho had a back 5, if you will, of Aurier or Doherty, Sanchez, Dyer, and Rodon, with Sessegnon or Ben Davis, right? That's what we gave one of the great... It doesn't matter whether any of us on here like him or hate him. Factually, he's one of the best managers that's ever lived. Factually, right?
I agree.
If you're going to bring him in, you don't give the man Gedson Fernandez in the middle instead of Bruno Fernandes. You don't give him Vinicius on loan up front. Now, the difference is, my man, is now when you look at Spurs, I don't think it's the worst squad I've ever seen. It's not... I don't think it's title challenging, but you look, we've got 2 very good wing backs that are played at fullback and they can't defend. We've got 3 centre backs that were bought from clubs where they played 3 at the back. They're played in a 2. right? We've got James Maddison. Now, whatever people think of James Maddison, he's had a good career. He is what he is, right? I'm not saying he's elite, but he's got good stats over the last 5, 6, 7 seasons for goals and assists. We must be the only club that buy a number 10 and don't play him in the number 10. We play him in centre mid, and then fans go, don't track back. He don't tackle. He's a number 10. I don't want my number 10 in the number 6. So I hear what you're saying. And where do we go from here? Mate, I think if you get a proper manager, a pragmatic manager.
That's not even a bad idea.
Go on, Sava. Go on, Sava.
No, man. Listen, I just want a normal manager. I look at managers that are at clubs with such a low budget and that are in and around Spurs or above us. People like Thomas Frank, people like Iriola of Bournemouth. And what's their excuse? They hardly any of their players on paper would get into our team. So these sort of managers, for me, I think we need to it can't be a Jose Araconte. We're not ready to win. And it can't be this PE teacher that we're giving him his first test in a proper league. It can't be. It needs to be a stable manager. And if Spurs had anything about them, we would do what Man United are doing. Listen, not Man U what we want. We love laughing at them. Most of us, Lee, you might agree with me here. I know your age. I don't know the other, so I don't want to offend anyone. But when we were growing up, Man United won everything. So watching them now, it's great. But fair play to them. Their new owners have come in.
It's great, but at the same time, it's sad. Yeah, that their fans have allowed that fall off for a decade.
Sure. But you know what? Their manager, their owners gave him a chance. Said, all right, probably should have pulled the trigger in the summer, but have gone, you know what? No, we can rectify this season. And they've got a new manager in. They're 4 points off top 4. They're still in the Europa League, right? They're playing us in the quarterfinals of the League Cup. I think they've done the right thing. And if Spurs had anything about them, we would. But half our fan base celebrates this failure. Angie's brilliant. You're not a real fan. Get out. It's like, okay, cool. I've seen this before. I've seen this before.
Just stay vigilant, stay safe, stay alert.
I am.
Yeah, you got another 3 years of this, mate. Yeah, and then ultimately you can sit there and do the 115 reasons to sack Ange Postecoglou when they're all on board, mate. And then you can use all of their excuses back on them that they've used because our fan base have given up most of them. So now I'm just going to troll them.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is a disconnect with your club the same way with our club, Sava, yeah? Because your ownership isn't in line with your managerial appointment, and then that's not in line with your recruitment. When I was telling Deji, why are you getting young players? Burville, you don't know how good he is, and you can't rely on him. Fix your bench before you start bringing youngsters in. The same crap with Arsenal. We shouldn't be relying on Ethan, because we should already have, by phase 5, you should already have somebody competing with Odegaard.
Ethan should be out on loan somewhere, lower in the Prem or high in the Championship. Yeah, playing against men every week. Yeah, toughening up, scoring goals, creating goals. And then you can go, right, this player's coming towards the end at Arsenal. He's been doing it. Put me straight in.
Or even if they wanted to do the Foden thing. Even if they wanted to do the Foden thing.
With us, the same crap. Yeah, with phase 5, we should not have a hand-me-down from Chelsea as backup to Saka. That's inexcusable. We're on phase 5. He's had 5 years. All this money to spend. We should not be looking at our midfield and saying, do you know what? We have no creative deep line playmakers. We don't have any deep line playmaker that's in the profile, someone like a Santi Cazorla. We know we're going to get in some games where we're not going to dominate the midfield. Chelsea, we didn't dominate the midfield because Lavia and Caicedo were dominating the midfield. What's our answer? A stiff Moreno next to a stiff Declan Rice. That's not going to build up anything from the back. We shouldn't be in this position. And it's the same with Spurs. What's the contingency plan for Son? Brendan Johnson, that miss against Ipswich is exactly why I said this guy's on a purple patch, but he's not good enough. He's not good enough of the level. Then you look at Kulusevski. Kulusevski went from the argument of, he's up there with Saka, to now he can do a job as a 10. But ultimately, this guy ain't good enough. And I feel like your fan base forgive players way too quickly, like our fan base. Like Kulusevski goes in a couple of good games. He's the answer to Maddison. No, you needed an upgrade. Then you're still continuing with Bentancur. Why? Udogie, to be fair, I personally didn't expect him to have this drop off as a left back. I think he was very good last season as a left back. I think it was a decent left back for you guys. But Porro, I told Deji, Porro's a bum. He's suspect defensively. No, Porro, you don't see what he does going forward. Against Ipswich, he's like, yeah, I see what you're saying. I said, I told you.
The guy can't even get in the Spain team over 37-year-old Jesus Navas.
Pedro Porro, Van der Sangria, Sinchenko.
About Ramiro, you know, without Van der Ven is the truth. He's the one that's
He
is.
very
Without Van der Ven, look at Ramiro.
This is what I'm saying. Northside, this is what I'm saying. Porro and Adogi are good footballers, not good defenders. Right?
Thank you.
The Porro that I saw at Sporting Lisbon and the Adogi that I saw at Udinese. Yeah, Spurs are the only club that could go and buy two really good wing backs and then think that they're going to be fullbacks. And then you've got Romero, who, I mean, this guy, he's a good defender, right? I'm really big on the words that I use. No, hang on, AJ. The words that I use, right? He's good. He's good, right? He's a run of the mill centre back.
Yeah.
This
Nothing
era,
special,
we've put him. He is amazing. No, he's not. He jumps in. He loses his man. He's not great in the air, but he does it for Argentina. We're not Argentina. We're not Argentina, right? We don't have Rodrigo de Paul in the middle. We don't have Alexi McAllister. We don't have, sorry, what's his name? The guy who won the
Otamendi as well, saving him at the back.
Lionel Messi.
Right.
Don't have Di Maria. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Emi Martinez.
You don't have.
We overrate everyone. We overrate absolutely everyone. And at Porro's brilliant going forward, right? Apparently, he's created one big chance this season. Right, so these are things where lots of football fans, and Lee, I know you feel my pain with this. People want to say things off the top of their head without actually going to get the factual information first. He's amazing going forward. How? He's set up.
Everyone wants to be first ever. Yeah, the same with this referee thing. Yeah, I've done 1 hour 15 on my other channel earlier. Yeah, putting this myth to bed. And it's the same with stats. Yeah, everyone says Ozil. Odegaard's the creative spark. He's created one big chance since the 22nd of April. He's trash.
Wow.
Yeah. What's Devontae saying, man? You've been quiet, brother.
Oh, I'm just listening, bro. I'm just listening, my guy. No, just
go on, mud the Spurs, man. Mud them.
No, man, no. Because like I feel what y'all saying, and the thing is, like, because I've been talking to Northside. I've been on this channel like a few times, and I've said this a few times before. Y'all, the way that y'all operate in England is very weird to me as fans, right? As fans, the way that y'all operate by not like keeping it real with the way that y'all see the game is. I actually talked to this with my colleague today. Y'all, the England, the Premier League is really getting Americanized to me. It's really starting to look like the NBA, the NFL, in terms of like stats and all that stuff, you know, and how the fans are not like seeing what they're seeing on the field. I'm from the Netherlands. I don't know, like I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm an Ajax fan. We over here, well, we say for what we see, which is it's commonly known that the Dutch people are always like straightforward, you know. We say how we see it. You cannot expect an Ajax fan to say, "Oh yeah, but Bro B, like he is from give him time, bro." If Bro B plays bad, you know what we say? Bring in somebody else. Bring somebody else in. Bring somebody else in. A Feyenoord fan will do the same thing. I spoke with a Feyenoord fan today. He's a colleague of mine. He said, like, bro, we play so bad. We need to do something, man. We need to do something. We need to get the manager out. And he just came in this season. Brian Priske, he just came in this season, and they want him out already because he's playing bad, even though he beat Benfica 3-1. And they're doing fine in the Champions League, but they want him out already. And that's what I find so weird with the English fans and how they just like want to be fake positive and not just like, I mean, you can have football like opinions, of course, you can have different opinions, doesn't matter, but just say it how you see it. Like I'm gonna give you an example, right? Because we're talking about Arteta. Arteta came in mid-season 2019, 2020, right, for Unai Emery. When Ten Hag left us in 2022, we got I forgot his name, man. I forgot his name, but we got a new manager. We were starting off hot, 7 games.
Oli
7 games in a row.
Oli Solskjaer.
Oh yeah, after Jose got sacked.
No, like yeah, exactly. So we got a new manager. We went off in a hot start. We won against Rangers in the Champions League 4-0, and then after that we just dropped off horribly. And we sacked him in December. And then we got a new manager, which was the interim, who had no nothing in his background. He had no managerial background. He only coached like the youth team. Meanwhile, we had somebody on the bench, Michael Reiziger, legend, by the way, legend of the game, Michael Reiziger. He coached Sparta, and he coached our youth team to a championship. We didn't give him no chance at all. We gave somebody with no credentials a chance. But we didn't keep him. We didn't keep him, even though he led us to the Conference Bay finale against PSV, which we lost on penalties. We didn't keep him. We sacked him straight away. And then, of course, we had a horrible season last season. We were at the bottom of the league. For everybody that still remembers that, we were at the bottom of the league. We were 18th. We were 18th. But we didn't keep our manager. We didn't keep our manager. We sacked him actually after we lost the final 4-0. And then we got another guy, Sean van der Schip, was an ex-player for us. He took over. And now we got Farioli, by the way, who actually took over the so-called mess, the real mess, by the way, because we were at the real bottom. Not like what people say about Arteta. Oh, he took over mess. Meanwhile, Arsenal were like joint 8th, joint 6th, like Lee just said. He took over real mess. And guess what? We beat the champions PSV last week. We beat Feyenoord. The people that thought these people couldn't play like the same players last season, all of a sudden they can play. All of a sudden they rate them. That's what, and we have a manager with credentials. That's what somebody with credentials can do. Somebody who knows how to put the pieces together and motivate these guys. And you know what? And that's also because of the Ajax people, the fans holding the club accountable. You saw when we lost to Feyenoord, we wrecked the stadium down, which is not good, by the way. I don't condone that.
Oh no, I do. Fully go for it, mate. Yeah. Show some accountability in it. Just weigh them all in.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, accountability. Northside can say this. I've said this word so many times. Accountability, and that's what we do over here at Ajax, at Feyenoord, and even at PSV, and even the smallest clubs in the Netherlands. We hold the team accountable for our performances and the way these players perform from top to bottom. So the managers as well and the board. We wrecked the stadium down. Fine, not good, but we did it to show a message to like we don't accept this. We are goddamn Ajax. We are one of the most prestigious clubs in Europe. We have more prestigious than Spurs, Arsenal, Man United. Because we won more. We won more than Man United. We won 4 Champions League. Man United got 3. And that's a fact. So people can say, oh, Eredivisie, small farmers league, this and this and that. That doesn't mean that I still is a big name in football. Trust me, it's still a big name.
But that's
still respected.
It is an English thing because I see it being brought up here, being of African Portuguese descent. I see the difference between my family, and this goes into the English national team. Like Portugal are nobodies in football in terms of winning stuff. Like I saw Portugal win their first international cup, the Euros, yeah. But even before that, when we lost to Greece in 2004. Nobody celebrated. Nobody said, oh, yeah, it's amazing. No, everyone was angry, bro. This is the thing. Even at Benfica, we had Schmidty there, yeah? Roger Schmidt.
Roger Schmidt.
Roger Schmidt, let's go.
I hate that guy, bro. Yeah, I'm saying, now we got little lads, yeah? But when we got Schmidt, he won us the league, yeah? He won us the league, and we still didn't want him here. Yeah, we still didn't want him here. Still criticizing his football, saying it ain't good enough. And guess what? He got fired the next season. He got fired. And then we got in Bruno Lage, yeah? His announcement in the Benfica website, every Benfica fan said Bruno Lage is a bum, he's a filo da puta, get him out, I'm not backing it, I don't care, I don't like him. He won against Bayern Munich. Yeah, in the Champions League, we won against Bayern Munich. No, not Bayern Munich, Atletico. We beat Atletico, yeah, comfortably as well. Then we just beat Porto 4-1, yeah? We beat Porto 4-1. Everyone's still saying, well done, we won the derby, still won him out. Still won him out.
And he's won a league for you lot, right?
Yeah, previously. And he's won a league for us as well. Both managers won a league, don't like him, not good enough. They're not good enough for us to win. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But no one gets on you. If Sava said what he was saying as a Benfica fan, nobody would get onto it. If Lee said
same at Madrid,
fan, no one would get onto it.
Same at Madrid. Bro, I've lived there 5 years now, yeah? Right? And I swear down, yeah, living here, yeah, when you speak to fans around there, bro, you was with me, you and Sal, we were speaking to that Malaga fan. Do you remember?
Yeah.
When we went to the beach, yeah, the day after you got here or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? We were speaking to him. We said, what happened to your club? He said, well, they've ruined us. Yeah, the ownership's ruined us. He goes, we were playing Champions Leagues. Now we're in the 3rd division. They got promoted. They're in the Segunda now, yeah? Right? And we was like, we were talking to him about like the players that played like Santi Cazorla, so on and so forth, Isco, players like that that play for Malaga and that, yeah, right. And he was like, yeah, ain't good enough. Even if we get back into the like La Liga, not good enough. Not good enough. I see Real Madrid fans everywhere around here, yeah. And I swear down, I say to them every time I see a Madrid fan, I've got to start vlogging this crap. If Ancelotti goes, would you say Mikel Arteta is your manager? They just start laughing.
Bro, my nation don't respect Portugal. In Portugal, they don't rate Spurs, they don't rate Arsenal. Most of them support either support Man United, Chelsea, and maybe Liverpool as well. They don't support Arsenal. Most of the time, they don't support Arsenal, Tottenham. If you say you're a Tottenham fan or Arsenal fan, they'll laugh at you. Do you know how much I got grilled for being an Arsenal fan? I'm telling my whole family don't respect.
It's the same.
I hear you, bro.
Real talk. My football. Arsenal are not respected in. They're not respected, bro.
Not respected in Europe at all.
Not respected.
Well, even in Africa, man. I'm from Somalia, and Arsenal still get cooked. It's horrible, man. I'm the only Arsenal fan in my family.
Do you know how many
By the way,
times,
over here, Saudi, you find more Chelsea fans than Arsenal.
Oh yeah, don't remind me.
Northside, do you know how many times I've said that though? Like me being like, I grew up in Ireland, so as a foreign fan, how many times I've said that Arsenal are not respected, like in Europe or worldwide, as a major club, and Premier League fans look at me like I'm crazy.
But it's the truth. It's
But it's true. It's not me trolling. It's truly the truth. Like as in terms of being compared to like Chelsea, Inter Milan, AC, Real Madrid, etc. They're not respected like a major club like that.
The reason why Arsenal are not respected.
But because I'm a Chelsea fan, people will think I'm trolling. I'm not trolling. I grew up out of this English bubble. I grew up in Ireland. Arsenal are just not respected like that.
No, because the reason why Arsenal is not respected, like of course, no European like prestige, no pedigree. First of all, and second of all, I actually mentioned this on Northside's live stream yesterday. The reflection of the fan base, like I said, is the sources like AFTV, sources like Bass, Rory Talks Football, guys like that. They're given this image of mediocrity, which is not what Arsenal stood for. Lee Gunner lived longer than me. He's like, I'm 31. So he saw Arsenal winning more stuff. Some of these guys that are on AFTV or on Twitter, they haven't seen, or they're not used to the Arsenal that we're used to. They've seen guys like Adebayor, Cesc Fabregas, Mesut Ozil, Cazorla. We won FA Cups, but we didn't win the big things. Some of these guys probably watched Arsenal after they lost the Champions League final in 2006, which was probably the last of the Mohicans in terms of like Arsenal's successful teams, you know? So they're used to that standard. And of course, like the way that the Premier League is going, the direction the Premier League is going is to like Americanizing the game, making it more like stats based and also like commercial based. Because I also find it funny that after every loss or draw, Arsenal like drop merch for some reason. Like
when they said that we're going to be together, yeah, like there's no world, yeah, where I ever see, yeah, any of us like back in Tottenham and Sava back in Arsenal in no situation. When they started doing that, I understood they don't understand the rivalry of this football team. They don't understand the rivalry of English football. They don't understand. Like Prime will never sit there as a Chelsea fan and say, yo, Arsenal, yeah, I hope you can win it. You know what I mean? So we can win the league. When they did that, I'm like, you don't understand what this means, bro, because rivalries is not something you can just, I don't understand that, bro. Like that never happens in Portugal. Like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I can refer it to. Like I never in any situation do I see a Sporting fan or a Porto fan ever back in Benfica and vice versa.
Facts.
Ever.
That comment in the chat as well.
Sorry, Lee. Can I just say, you know why they did that though? Because again, they never truly believed in Arteta. If that was like in my position, a manager I truly believed would get over the line, I wouldn't care that Arsenal would beat Man City or whatever. I would still believe that we'll go and win the league regardless. We never truly believed in Arteta or in the team if you had to rely on Spurs doing you a favor. Like
facts, mate. Ask a Rangers fan whether they would back Celtic. That comment, by the way, yeah, absolute cap. Arsenal respected worldwide. Yeah, absolute load of bollocks, bro.
Not
really. We're not respected worldwide. We might have fans worldwide, but we're not respected anymore.
We're respected by online fans worldwide that support Arsenal. Exactly. Yeah, and we're respected by a younger generation of rival fans in the Premier League Yeah, so Chelsea fans from overseas will go, yeah, but look at what Arteta's doing. Tottenham fans say,
but even that's a
look at what
disrespect.
Arteta's doing. But they're overseas, most of them, or very young fans, yeah, or both. Yeah,
But even
so
that's a
they
disrespect.
don't respect us.
You're not
Yeah, and that is a
No, but
disrespect.
I wanted to ask
You go and
that's
ask, you
nowhere near
you
what
go
we
and
were.
ask Inter Milan fans, AC Milan, Juventus, yeah, Ajax, Feyenoord, Marseille, PSG, Real Madrid, Atleti, Bilbao, yeah, Barcelona. Ask any of their fans face to face whether they rate Arsenal as a top tier club. Not one of them will say yes face
We
to
don't
face.
either.
I wanted to
There
ask
you go,
Saba,
Bayern
yeah?
Munich. Sorry, I forgot Bayern as well.
Thanks, sis.
Even Dortmund.
Saba, what are Tottenham fans like from abroad? Like, you must have some that go in your chat that are Tottenham fans but live abroad. What do they say?
Mate, our fans are all abroad now. I mean, look, you got Ange Postecoglou has bought a new range of fans from Australia. And by the way, I'm just going to say this: there's nothing wrong with anybody wanting to support a new club. My problem with them is when they come over and start telling you about the club you've supported for 40 years, like they know about it, right? Look how many South Korean fans are at Tottenham. Like, and there's nothing wrong with it, but that's globally. Like, I've got a feeling in South Korea we'd be the biggest club. I don't know that for sure. I could be absolutely wrong. I don't study it, but we've got Son, and Son is the man, right? He is the man in Korea. And off the back of that, who did Spurs sign in the summer?
Some Korean youngster. I don't remember his name.
Some Korean youngster called Yang, who's again he's the up and coming Korean player. Where does he play? That's right, on the left wing, like Son. And it's almost like we're succession planning the marketing rather than succession planning the football. But look, abroad, listen, whenever I go on holiday, it doesn't matter where I go. If I go France, Spain, Portugal, I see Liverpool kits. I see Man United kits. In recent years, in the last decade, I'm seeing Man City and Chelsea kits more than ever. I don't see Spurs kits. I don't. I can't speak for the entire country, but when I go away, I don't see these little kids running around in Spurs shirts. Why would they? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you were going to go, I'm going to support a team in England, right? If I could choose right now, I'm not going to go, that's them. That's who I want to support. You are going to go for one of the big clubs with the big reputations. And Man United, whether they're off it or on it, are a huge club that still win things, even in their bad times, right? Liverpool are a massive club. Liverpool could not do anything for 3 years, then boom, there's a Champions League. And you're like, well, where did that come from? Chelsea, right? We talk about money or whatever. I know we all do it for banter, but Chelsea are a massive club that win a lot of things. They are.
Yes,
the thing for me with your lot, and this is coming from, I'm not here to roll you. You guys sort of always get to the stage where you think, and this is from a neutral, as a Spurs fan, I like to see that you don't do it. But as a neutral football fan who can take his Spurs hat off, and AJ, you watch me enough to know that I don't do the bias thing. I'm looking at Arsenal in transfer windows like this summer, and I'm going, right, you were a whisker away from, like, you are one game away from winning this league title. What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Do you go out and go, there's Gyökeres, there's, I don't know, there's Gyökeres, there's an Elise, there's a Paulinho, there's, I fill in the blanks of whichever names you think. But are you adding 4 quality players to your squad to fill it out? That means that Saka doesn't have to play every minute. That means that Declan Rice doesn't have to play every minute. That means that you can actually have a striker, and that actually makes the rest of us as a league go, they're serious. And that's why last year I'm going on all these, AJ, you've seen it, I'm going on all these shows and I'm saying, listen, I think Arsenal are a good team. I don't think they're going to win titles. Oh, you're a Spurs fan. It's nothing to do with that. The bigger clubs want it. I look at Liverpool versus you lot. Look at their 5 or 6 forward options. It don't matter which three play, it's quality. You guys don't have a centre forward, right? You've got Sterling, who, listen, I think 4 years ago, anyone's taking Raheem Sterling. Right now, you've got a Raheem Sterling at the end of his career. Havertz, for me, is a decent player, but he's not a player you buy if you want to actually win a Premier League title. The same with Martinelli, for me, good footballer, needs competition, needs somebody to come and take it. So I look at Arsenal and I think, good team. Don't do anywhere enough to say we want to do what Man U did in the 90s and the noughties. We want to do what Man City have done the last decade. We want to do what Chelsea did under Jose Mourinho. It's almost like fans take you at your worst and go, well, at least it's not that, right? We were 8th. Well, at least we're not 8th anymore. And listen, I think you're a good team, but Agarquez, those are the game changers. Those are the players that if you bring them in, I'm going, Arsenal are serious. And at the moment, I don't think you are. You're better than us, but I don't think you're serious to be the best.
We'll never be serious under this ownership. And I know Lee's like routinely cast Arteta, but the Cronkies have done far more damage to this club than Arteta could. Because they hung Wenger out to dry for the last 5 years. They set Unai Emery up to fail. They gave Arteta 800 million despite him having no qualifications. I mean, when you really think about it, after all the times Arteta should have gotten sacked, they gave Unai the bullet hella quick. And even if they sack Arteta now, even if we got somebody like a Simone Inzaghi, can I truly look at this squad and say we can win the title with this squad? No, we can't. And we never will, because these owners are poison.
I know about my owners, right? I know about my owners. I know where I think the blame lies in my football club. But when I look at the money you guys have spent, and you've spent a lot, I look at the wages you pay, they're good. I did a comparison the other day of your squad versus our squad.
Our wages are fucking ridiculous, mate.
Your wages are high. Ours are, I think we've got like 8 players above 100k, which I know sounds mad as we've only
got 4 players under 100k and 2 of them on 90 grand.
Speaking of the owners, by the way, right? Speaking of the owners, sorry, like I want to interrupt, but speaking of the owners, right? Because I was talking to my colleague again today about American ownership. It's a whole lot of marketing. It's fat. It's like Hollywood. Think about it. AC Milan is also owned by Americans, right? AC Milan are like 7th now in the Serie A. They're at the bottom of the barrel. Arsenal, they don't do what is required. And their owners own the Denver Nuggets, who won a championship not too long ago. The LA Rams, who also won a championship not too long ago. Again, Liverpool is also owned by Americans, right?
Yep, they are. Yep.
We'll see how that goes, because we don't know if that's going to like go the way it goes.
Klopp won trophies despite that ownership.
One thing about Liverpool, they may not spend the money, but their recruitment's on point. The recruitment was good to go and get Klopp. The recruitment's gone now to get Arne Slot. The recruitment was good to go get Salah. That was at Roma at the time. People looking at him as a player that failed at Chelsea. It was good to go get Mane 35 mil. McAllister, exactly. You know what I mean? When they sold Coutinho, look at the way that they spent
Alisson and Van Dijk.
Look how much money they got for Solanke when they sold him, and he didn't even kick a ball for them. When they got,
don't you talk about my Dominic Solanke?
Who was the other one? Who was the lad that was
Dominic Solanke? Listen, I said it, man. He's an extra large Eddie Nketiah.
No, but who was the lad with the Champions League medal around his neck, having the haircut and never played in the Champions League? What was his name? He's at Sheffield United. What's his name?
Ryan Brewster.
Ryan Brewster. That's it. It's only for about 20-odd million, 28 million. I think he's still at Sheffield United.
But this is the thing, they sold Coutinho. They sold Coutinho, when he was at peak powers at them. Let's not talking about what he did for Barca, but at the time that
he was unreal for them, man.
Yeah, and they sold him, and look at that was a ballsy move. Let's be real, because everyone's looking at you get rid of Coutinho. Coutinho's cooking. Yeah, but what did they go?
That's right at the time.
Unlike Arsenal,
that dummy wonders.
4 goalkeepers. Then they go and get Van Dijk. They didn't go and get Trusty.
We signed Gabriel Paulista that same summer, by the way. They signed Van Dijk. We signed Gabriel Paulista.
First of all, when do we sell a player for 100 M's or more? When? Yeah, do you know what we would do? Yeah, we'll run down your contract or let you get to about 30, 31. Then we'll sell you when you're worth like 20 million. Yeah, and then look at what they did to go and buy their players. Like his recruitment, Klopp's recruitment along the way was excellent. Player recruitment and their managerial recruitment. I didn't think Slot would do this. I didn't. I'll be real. I didn't know much about him. And look at the way they're recruiting. Yeah, you can say certain areas they've dropped off a little bit. Yeah, okay, cool. Like when you talk about Firmino, you talk about Darwin Núñez, but they still got Jota. They still got Salah still there. Why? Because they've still been winning things, even though they haven't been dominating. And we're talking about.
Do you know what they've done well, Northside? Do you know what Liverpool have done really well for me? Is they had that period where they went and bought the free worldies, and the free worldies were definitely Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, and well, he wasn't at the time Salah, right? What they've done behind that is I don't think Liverpool go out and buy world-class players now. They buy just that level below, but they're all in that bracket below. So when you look at Liverpool's 5-6 forwards, listen, we can have the conversation. When you look at, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota, Nunes, Chiesa, all behind Salah, none of those are world-class, but all of them do a different function. All of them offer goals and assists. All of them, they're midfielders, the same. They don't go and buy. I don't think Liverpool have had a world-class midfielder since Steven Gerrard, if we're going to be honest. But they went and got Fabinho, really solid, steady player. And they put around him people that others don't like because they're not the greatest to look at. Look at Jordan Henderson.
Yeah,
Jordan
he's
Henderson.
mad underrated
Every
and
club
disrespected that guy, bro.
needs a Jordan Henderson, right? Jordan Henderson.
I disagree with what you said about Jordan Henderson.
Right, Jordan
Jordan
Henderson.
Henderson
I think he can. I think he can do one. To be honest,
No, like AJ, let me tell you about Jordan Henderson. How important he is at Ajax. He is our captain now, and he puts the pieces together. Like he is really he's very underrated. Like
no, you got to put respect on Jordan Henderson there, man.
Yeah, it's mad.
I don't watch him at Ajax because I don't watch the Eredivisie. I'm not going to pretend to know because I'm not one of these top viewers. I done more Liverpool, and I never saw why people rate it.
And Gerrard did. Gerrard slipped twice.
He's not like a flashy. Henderson's not a flashy player or anything.
No,
like what he did for Liverpool during that 2, 3, 4 year period where you guys were competing for Prem and Champions League was so important in that midfield.
You've got to respect.
He gave Trent that freedom to go out on attack.
Yeah, because he plugged the gaps, man.
Exactly.
He plugged them gaps. Yeah, and do you know what Klopp did so well, yeah? Sorry to cut him, Prime, yeah? Do you know what he did so well, Klopp, yeah? None of them three in midfield, Wijnaldum, Fabinho and Henderson, could create anything, really. Henderson has scored the odd worldie. For Wijnaldum would chip in every now and again. Fabinho, less so. Yeah, but none of them really scored any goals. Yeah, they were just sat there to get that ball back and pass straight to Mane and Salah or bang it straight into Firmino, who was so technically good. Yeah, another underrated player. Yeah, and his job was to go, as soon as I get this ball, I know exactly where them two wingers are going to be. Yeah, and then you've got Trent on the overlap, Robbo on the overlap. Yeah, and it was just panic ball. And if you're spamming 25, 30, 40 crosses a game, not like we spam them, but you're spamming them from nicking the ball high up the pitch where you're free in midfield, now you're causing mayhem, bro, which is why they kept in the conversation and won stuff. Yeah, because as soon as you put the ball in early...
We talked about this last year, Lee. You probably don't remember. I know you live on YouTube, and I don't know if you.
Yeah, Spain got a life, mate. I had to run away to Spain. Do you know what I mean?
We had this talk last year, right? That
man left his eyes behind. I hear it.
We're in this era now where I think everyone thinks every player in your 1-11 needs to be a worldie and a superstar. You've got to have those cogs that make that wheel turn. And Jordan Henderson, again, if anyone's picking their world 11 or their best 11 for their club, he's not going to make it, and I get it. But Liverpool, through their most successful period of the last 30 years, Jordan Henderson was the captain, played every game, right? And when Jordan Henderson and Fabinho came out that midfield, everyone went, God, why have Liverpool been crap? Because their midfield suddenly needs to be changed.
Yeah, that right? Three that have all disappeared, and they had a little slump, and they ain't been right up there.
Right, and that's the thing. But this is what certain players do, and this is why I'm so wary when we're going to judge players because they don't do what a Rodri does, when they don't do what a Fabregas does, they don't do what a Modric does. Sometimes you need those players in there, and you're right, Lee. Liverpool had that midfield three was a workman midfield. That was a workman midfield, but they had the perfect conduit in Firmino. Again, people going, Firmino didn't score loads. Listen, that man. Ask anyone from that.
Firmino scored enough goals.
He provided a lot.
Firmino's class, mate. Bad boy footballer.
That's what I think you guys don't have. I think you guys, sorry to bring it back to your lot, but I think you've got some good footballers at your club. There's no doubt. But for me, I think you're lacking some of the solid 7, 8 out of 10s every week. They don't have to be superstars, but not everyone needs to be.
The balance in our team is completely off. The balance is so off.
Sava,
we're missing high IQ players. Like a lot of people
Arsenal do have the 7 or 8 out of 10. I think what they're missing is the elite manager for one, and two, they need they need like 2 or 3 X factors. Look at Liverpool: Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, Alisson. you know,
The whole spine,
if things happen, if something happens, they'll bail them out regardless. When Chelsea played Liverpool a few weeks ago, Liverpool weren't better than us. But Salah, when things get sticky, he will turn up and bail you out. Alisson, when needed, will bail you out. Van Dijk will bail you out. Trent will bail you out. Arsenal don't have any.
Look at the cup final. Van Dijk turns up, scores a goal in the cup final. It gets chalked out. It then goes, F you, I'll score again then.
Exactly. On Sunday,
there's too many I watch though. There's too many I watch at Arsenal. That
on Sunday,
I watch Martinelli. That's not a 7 or 8 every game. I watch
I know, but Sava, those are the positions though that need replacing. Arsenal don't have any. Like when we play them on Sunday, there was no player on that pitch for Arsenal that would just, you know what, fuck it, I'll just win the game.
Yeah, I'm taking control. Yeah,
they don't have.
Whereas I knew that Neto would turn up because I've wanted Neto at Arsenal for years. He's a baller, bro, and he was the best player on the pitch up in Caicedo.
Yeah, Walker's saying the same thing now.
You need a few of those players in your spine. You need a Drogba that will win you a game regardless. You need a Henry that will win you a game regardless of what's going on.
Yeah, but you know those guys that you just named, right? Those guys that you named, those are assholes. We don't have assholes in the team.
Facts.
Yeah, the bombing of
that's what we got is Gabriel. That's the only one.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
We're selling one if you want to buy one called Richarlison. If anyone's interested.
No. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
I'll
take it if we get rid of Havertz.
I've been developing an asshole.
He can't stay fit, Sava, man. He's gonna be he's your Diaby. Do you remember when we had Diaby and he's always injured? This guy's just been
Wenger gave him a 5-year deal whilst he was injured.
I remember,
we paid 120 million.
He was linked with Al Ahly and Saudi, by the way,
Richarlison's crap, man.
We kept him, right? And we've spent 120 million on Solanke and Richarlison. I mean, only Tottenham could say how much for Richarlison, whose best ever season was 13 goals. Yeah, we'll give you 60. I mean, like I bet Conte was loving life. But listen, I think Arsenal, I think you need a lot. I do. I think your league position, listen, does it lie at the moment? I think you're probably not going to be in and around everyone else at the end. I think you will be higher. But I said to I can't remember who I was streaming with from Arsenal the other day. If you didn't win the Chelsea game, that's a gap and a half. That was a must-win game.
And this is the problem, Savvy, that I have with this club. Yeah. This guy, this manager, and them players, they're a nice bunch of boys, aren't they? Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice guys. Yeah, Declan Rice is a nice guy. Side parting tax, yeah? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Nice guy. Yeah, you got Ben White. He's a nice guy. Yeah, everyone's nice. Saliba's nice.
Ben White is nice.
29's nice. They're all nice. Saka's a nice boy. You know, Martinelli's a nice one. Where's the fuckery? Yeah, where's the nasty prick in midfield? We ain't got one. Thomas Partey is not that guy that's just going to fly, boom, and take you out. Yeah,
Lee, you know what, a bit of a shit. We got Havertz going around doing dirty work.
Yeah, but he does it when it's not required. From kickoff.
Partey does that with handcuffs, but that's not my business.
Do you know what I said today on my stream, Lee? I said, do you know what? Exactly the same thing. Spurs is a nice club. Like, I know you guys as Arsenal fans don't think everyone's lovely. Everyone's got little, like Sonny does these little hand things. He's our captain, right? We're nice guys. Benson Cord's a nice footballer. You know, Maddison, he's nice, but again,
if you notice, we've both got the prettiest teams as well. We have to buy the pretty ones because we can market them.
I don't know about that. We've got a few rotters, but what I said was someone came in the chat.
Listen, Atalanta gives me the card.
Someone came in my chat, right, and with a picture of Joey Barton, and their name is Joey Barton on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's not Joey Barton. And I said to the Spurs people I was streaming with, do you know what we could do with a Joey Barton? Someone who wants to fight his teammate. We could do with that. Listen, I'm not saying the greatest player, but we could do with someone that's going to run up to his teammate and go, why didn't you put a tackle in?
Yeah, like a Lee Bowyer and all that, like weighing each other in on the pitch and that.
Yeah.
Like, this guy in the chat, by the way, yeah, bruv, I can't stand my football club, my friend. Yeah. Because you know what? Whilst you were floating around your old man's sack, mate, yeah, I was watching Arsenal win stuff. No, real talk. Yeah, Arsenal was shit, bro. And it's because of people like yourself that have infested our fan base. Wow. Yeah, and made it a little bit like rainbowish, which is haram, bruv. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's now. I can't stand this football club, and I ain't going to shut up until it does what it smashed Highbury down for, a stadium you never went to, mate. Yeah, and a stadium you know nothing about, and the players you know nothing about that played there. Yeah, Arsenal Football Club is a disgrace. Yeah, an absolute disgrace of a football club. Yeah, the way this club has gone from being something half decent, yeah, with Henry and all of that lot, that was the standard. Yeah, and Chelsea were the same. Chelsea at least trying to do something about it. Yeah, at least they're having a go. What are we doing? We're going and buying their rejects. Yeah, we're buying City rejects. We're going and buying Odegaard and giving him the armband. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? We're just trying to spam crosses into the box without any real quality. Martin Odegaard in the Premier League, yeah, since he joined Arsenal on loan, and then we signed him off of that, has got a 29% cross accuracy rate.
Wow.
Yeah, but then they always come with the
Create a
argument.
spark.
They always come with the argument, but Lee, but this is the best Arsenal team I've seen. Okay, do your research, because they ain't the best Arsenal team I've seen.
Same.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I've seen us win 5 league titles.
No,
That's
no,
what I
Northside.
I need to jump.
More titles than eyes. Well done, Lee.
Come on, Saba.
Big up.
Guys,
No,
all I know is-
Northside. Do you know why they say
All right, bye.
that it's the best Arsenal
No,
team?
let him say it. Let's take your thing out.
Let him land.
Okay, see you later.
The big up, Saba, big up.
He
Go on,
didn't
know-
shut his thing out.
You know why they say that like it's the best Arsenal side they've seen? Because apparently, I don't even know if this is true because I haven't really looked it up. But apparently, the points you guys are accumulating is more than the Invincibles.
Which is
Yeah, it is.
factually incorrect.
I think
You're
so. Yeah.
passing to me that statement.
But
Because
that's
the
why they say
Invincibles
it's
got
the best
90 points.
Arsenal
We got
side.
89 last season.
Yeah,
Oh, then
but
never
it's
mind.
the,
My bad then.
it's the narrative. It's the
Yeah, but
narrative.
this is
That's
yeah,
why.
but this is but Prime. This is what it is. Yeah, these men have never seen Arsenal win a league title. I've seen us win 5. I'm 43 next year. I've seen us win 5 league titles. Oh shit! Unlock me. This fucking camera. No, this camera's doing my nuts. As soon as I put my hand up, it starts fucking following me around. Yeah, unlock me. Is it unlock me? There we go.
Pause.
Yeah, no, this is what you have to say to this camera, bruv, and it's
Unlock
now
Martinelli.
unlock me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because otherwise it'll start following me around the whole fucking room if I get up.
Flip it over, man. That looks like Martinelli before the time. It's peak.
No, but you know what it is, yeah? Right? It for me, it's just like I look at it and I think like I've seen Arsenal win in Europe. We've only ever won 2 trophies in Europe. Tommy Tuchel done that in 14 months at Chelsea. He won more than that. He won 3. Yeah, he won 3. We've never won a Champions League. Yeah, Man City are only 3 league titles total behind Arsenal. Yeah, Chelsea
You
are
know
only
what's
about
funny about that?
4 trophies away from overtaking our total.
You know what's funny about that? I
Man
remember
City are only
when-
3 or 4.
I remember a few years ago, right, when I was speaking with Arsenal fans and stuff, and like the whole debate about who's a bigger club and whatever, right? And they were saying that, why are you so worried about Arsenal? You know, Man City are only a few trophies away from overtaking you. And I was like, well, City are a few away from overtaking Arsenal. And this was before City won 4 Prems on the
Yeah,
bounce.
City are 2 or 3 behind us, I think, and you're only about 3 or 4 away from us. Yeah, this is the point. We could go from the 3rd biggest club in England to the 5th, just like that. Just like that. And
You can argue Aston Villa are bigger than us or Nottingham Forest because they won in Europe. And we're basically the Tories of Europe because we don't do nothing.
See, I always go down the route of like most trophies. Yeah, is the biggest club. Yeah, Chelsea are literally only about 3 away, 4 away, something like that. Yeah, and Man City are only a couple away. Yeah, so it's like as soon as they both win more, which they will, in the next 5 years, they'll both overtake us. Yeah, Man City will overtake us in the next couple. Yeah, and Chelsea, if they get their shit together, they'll overtake us in the next 5. Now we're the 5th biggest club in England. That's embarrassing, bro. Yeah, and what are our fans doing about it? They're sitting there going, oh, Saka's better than Palmer. He's better than Foden. Shut up, mate. Saka would never, ever, ever get in any bench, let alone starting 11, for any of our title-winning teams. And I've seen all 5 in my lifetime. Yeah, forget the ones before that, I weren't born. But the 5 that I've seen, Saka wouldn't even hold bench in them teams. But this is the best winger they've seen at Arsenal because they weren't old enough to appreciate Freddie Ljungberg, Pires, yeah, Overmars, players like that because they weren't old enough, bro. Yeah, it's jarring. Learn the history of your football club.
Themselves. The same internet they use to look at the XG and field tilt, you can educate yourself. You can go back and watch. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I did, becoming a Benfica fan. And I was like, why has my family got such high standards? Like, for this bit for Benfica, and I went back and did my research.
Mate, Paul Merson is Paul Merson, yeah.
Outside
In 1991, Paul Merson, yeah, won Young Player of the Year for the league, and it was his debut season. 93, I think he got man of the match in one of the cup finals. Yeah, Anders Limpar, another baller. Paul Merson, yeah, is everything that this fan base think that Martin Odegaard is, and I've seen Paul Merson. Big up, Zia, brother. Yeah, I've seen Paul Merson. I've seen Anders Limpar, Rocky Rocastle, another one. Yeah, these men have not seen proper men, proper footballers. Yeah, the football that we're watching now is shit. It's crap. It's absolutely dross, which is why when I see players like Savio, oh, but he's got no GA. I was on a show with a gal the other day. I think he was there, Northside, when he said, name 5 players in La Liga you take right now.
Oh, I remember. He looked it up and he said he has no GA.
And he looks up Ilyas Amakac, yeah, my Moroccan G, bruv. Yeah, he's done an ACL now. He scored a banger and then 5 minutes later done ACL. But he said he's got no GA. He's got no GA. Who gives a fuck about GA, bro? If we're going off of GA, Salah's better than Maradona. Like, what we're doing, Harry Kane's better than Maradona if we're going off of GA. F your GA. Yeah, what GA does Zidane have? Because I guarantee Salah and Kane are better. Yeah, fuck GA. Yeah, I care about what I'm watching, yeah, and what I'm seeing. And this is why I rate players like Baena, Amakac, Morrow at Valladolid, players like this, Conceição, Northside's boy. Yeah, Juve now. Yeah, he's a baller, bro. Yeah, I see him cook our whole team. Our whole team.
Oh, what he done to Kivio was crazy.
Game. Oh, yeah, I watched him, bro.
Yeah. But if he came to the Premier League, yeah, people gas up these players, yeah, and I'll shut up after this. People gas up this Gyökeres, yeah? Yeah, he's bagging me. He looks amazing. I can't lie. He looks sick. He looks absolutely insane. Cool. Now put him in super duper mixed team where we're camped on the edge of the box playing U-shaped football all game. When's he going one-on-one with a centre-back dropping the shoulder and scoring then? Because it's the same with Isak and it's the same with Watkins. All these players that these man gas up, Isak, Gyökeres, Wenard and Sesko, they're always scoring their goals on transition from back to front. We're not playing like that.
The players that they want, how come they don't use the same sayings that they say for the players that we want? But can he do it in the Prem? Because Sesko ain't done it in the Prem. Gyökeres ain't done it in the Prem. That's what you always say to us when we say, "Oh, I want this ball like Constance."
We should have signed Morata and Dovbyk. Yeah, 35 million quid. We would have had 2 bench options or a starter and a bench option. Yeah, you could then utilize 29.
Are you sure?
Nothing,
bro. Trust me.
Over 29, sure, but Morata.
29. 29. Morata is mad disrespected. He's a donkey. Yeah, but I'll tell you something, yeah, he's a winning donkey. He's won 18 or 19 trophies, and he's played for some of the biggest clubs in the world.
The thing about Morata,
and he scored in big games and big finals and won cups on his own by scoring them goals. Yeah, Morata gets mad disrespect, yeah, and I disrespect him. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, that guy, I swear down, is the type of player, him, a Dovbyk or an Ivan Toney would have been perfect for us. Yeah, not an Ollie Watkins. Yeah, not a Isak, not a Gyökeres. They ain't going to do shit at Arsenal. They'll do shit at Tottenham or Chelsea or Man United because of the way they play. We're camped on the edge of a penalty box. What's Gyökeres going to do? What's Isak going to do? He's tall and skinny like me, bruv. Isak ain't bullying no one. Every time you see Isak score goals, yeah, he's dropping a shoulder.
Yeah.
Apart from us where our centre-backs left him and he scored a bullet header. Yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
Dark hearts. What are you saying, Malcolm? What are you saying, bro? You look like you're fed up, bro.
Yeah. Salute Northside. Salute to the whole panel. Salute to Lee Gunner. Lee Gunner, you're the one who got me into this whole football YouTube thing. I'm from America. I'm in New York right now. I'm a Chelsea fan. I started watching around 2007 because I played soccer. That's what we call it over here in the States.
No, we're gonna have to ban that word, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm joking. The English started. The English actually made it that word.
I know it's short. It's short for association. It's short for association. But
what position did you play?
I was a striker.
Okay. All right.
You any good? You got
I was all right. I was more of a pace merchant. I can't lie. I was a pace merchant. But anyways, so just to talk about the state of football right now, overall, just the Prem, I think it's terrible right now. I'm gonna be completely honest. Just watching that Chelsea Arsenal game on Sunday, I think that was just like a perfect just example and encapsulation of just how poor the state of just football is right now. Like, I mean, that was supposed to be like two of the top teams in the world. Like, look at the valuations of their two lineups, and I was completely pissed off the entire match from both sides. Honestly, I hate Arsenal. I'm gonna keep it 100 as a Chelsea fan. That's kind of
Why'd you hate us? Is it because of Anthony Taylor?
I mean, yeah, I hate Anthony Taylor too, but it's deeper than that. It's really just your fan base. I mean, when I was coming up, as a kid, I was about probably like 11 years old in 2011, and Arsenal, you know, you guys were kind of in your banter era, kind of just
8-2 in that.
Yeah,
6-0 at the bridge.
But the difference with Arsenal at that time is that you guys always had ballers, you know? You guys had Arshavin, you guys had Nasri, you guys had Fabregas, you guys ended up having Alexis Sanchez, Ozil, et cetera, et cetera. So, like, you guys were always an entertaining watch no matter what. Like, even if you guys were gonna, you know, get smacked or it doesn't matter, you guys were always gonna be able to play some type of fluid, good football, you know? Especially with Wenger. But just over the years, especially with Arteta, now you're deep into year 5 now. I mean, I don't know what he's turned that team into. I was just watching, like, because last year when you guys went to Dubai, you came back and you were just pamming teams 5-0, 6-0, 4-0. You guys looked insane. I actually thought you guys might have ended up winning the title, but obviously we know what ended up happening. But, you know, he went and bought a bunch of basketball players. He bought Mikel Marino. He bought Calafiori. He bought all these guys who are just, you know, they have all these physical traits, but they have no tech. And it's turned into an absolute slop fest. When I watch Arsenal, it looks like you guys are running through the mud. Like that's literally how it looks like when I watch you guys play. Like it's legitimately disgusting. It pisses me off because like I said, I'm from the States and I'm on the East Coast, so Arsenal have played a few 7:30 matches for me, so I've gotten up early to watch you guys play, and I've been pissed off every single time because it's just horrible. It's horrible to watch. I don't understand how Arteta got this team in this state. You guys were literally on the last day. You guys had a chance to win the league against Man City. That Man City team was amazing last year. In the last 2 years, obviously, they've taken a step back this year due to injuries and all that type of stuff. But like I was watching, like Gabriel is supposed to be your center back. Why is he on the left wing? Why is he on the left wing with the ball? Like that was like one of the most ridiculous things I've seen. And that's not the first time I've seen this season. I think he was doing that against Newcastle as well. So now you've got center backs overlapping on the wing. You got Martinelli as the last man back, tracking back, trying to make last ditch tackles. Gabriel, I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing on the training ground because, like, when Gabriel was out there
picking
on the
up
wing,
dog shit, mate. Wins shitting everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know because it's like Gabriel was on the wing and he didn't even try to get past his man. He didn't try to whip in across. He literally just spanked it off of his first man, so to get a corner. So it's almost like on the training ground, you guys are literally just kind of just trying to get corners, trying to get set pieces. It's not you're not actually trying to score from open play. So, you know, that's not sustainable at all, and you see exactly where that's gotten you. So that's just the Arsenal perspective that I got from that game. But obviously, I want to talk about Chelsea too. I mean, we're in 3rd place right now, 9 points off of the top. Maresca, it's year 1. You know, if you told me before the season started that we would be in 3rd place going into the November international break, and you know, we'd be 9 points off top, but we didn't lose to Arsenal at home, and you know, we didn't drop, but we did drop points against Man United, which that has me pissed off as well. But if you told me that we were going to be in this position, I would have taken it every single time. My problem here is with Maresca is his big game mentality. I think that Maresca, I like the style of play that we've implemented. I really do. I like the possession based slow build up that we play, and when we turn it on, we can absolutely just rip through teams, just absolutely annihilate teams, as we saw in the Wolves match. We saw it against Brighton, but when teams play that low block, it gets difficult. It gets much more difficult, and we really don't have too many people to be able to open up, like patterns of play in the middle of the pitch, it seems like. And I think one of the main problems is because Maresca, with his style, he uses a lot of fullbacks and they invert. And obviously we started Malo Gusto over Reece James. I guess Reece James wasn't fit enough to play a full 90 minutes or even a 60 minutes. So he started Gusto. I think Gusto's horrible in that role personally. I think he can invert. I think every single time he has the ball in key areas in the half spaces, and he completely just annihilates the attack every single time. He either just shoots into the first man, he shoots it over the bar, or he misplays a pass. So I think that personally is holding back our attack, and Maresca clearly hasn't figured it out because Mal Gusto's been inverting for like the past 3 weeks, even with Reece James fit. You know, I think Cucurella is able to do that job, and I think Reece James is also able to do that job. And if you wanted to think outside of the box, I think you could have taken Vega. I think Renato Vega, he's 6'3". He's a guy who can play in the middle of the park. He's a guy who's physically imposing, and he has feet on him. So I think that would have been a way better option than using Mal Gusto. So that's one problem that I have. Another problem is the just constant insistence of starting Madueke. I'll be completely honest with Madueke here. When the season started and he got that hat trick versus Wolves, I was all in. I thought Madueke had finally turned the corner. He was using his weak foot to score goals. He was cutting inside. He was being decisive, very, very direct. But ever since that game, I mean, you know, the old Noni just keeps on just popping his ugly head back out. And yeah, I remember that exact conversation that you were talking about earlier, Lee, with you and Don. I forgot whose show that was. It might have been on Saeed's show.
Saeed.
Yeah. Yeah, you were completely right. That guy is terrible. He's horrible. There was one play where he had the ball on the wing and he cut inside and he took a shot on his strong left foot and absolutely just skied it into the crowd. I was done after that. I wanted him hooked. I wanted him hooked after that. And obviously there's a problem with our wingers right now because Sancho is not fit and Mudryk is Mudryk. You know, so we really don't have a wealth of options at the moment. But Pedro Neto is the best. He's the best winger, and he needs to be starting on the right every single week. We need him cutting
If you
inside.
took off Palmer, bro, if you took off Palmer, yeah, like you got João Felix on the bench. Palmer was ineffective against us. Ineffective. He wasn't doing anything. I don't understand how he saw 90 minutes. He needed to be taken off. There's over reliance on Cole Palmer. If he's not having a good game, it should stand for every play. He needs to come off because he wasn't linking the attack. He wasn't linking the defense to the attack. Like Lavia and Caicedo were actually cooking in the midfield. We couldn't create anything through the middle. But at the same time, yeah, Lavia is going to progress the ball, but he's going to look to the number 10 to create something. He was not creating anything. Madueke, I agree with you. He wasn't doing anything. That's why your attack looked disjointed. Like, I've seen you guys play fluid football when Palmer's on it. I've seen João Felix come off the bench and cook as well against West Ham. At the end of the day, I know your manager, like most managers, got their favourites, but if the player's not turned up and he ain't performing, there are options there. Do you know what I'm saying? And Kuku could have come on a lot earlier. Like, there was players there that just, it wasn't their day. They weren't playing well. Palmer, I rate Palmer, but he wasn't good enough. Like, he wasn't good enough against Arsenal. He didn't do anything. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like he just needed to make changes a lot earlier to affect the game. You know what I mean? That's Palmer's a baller. Madueke is trash, but Palmer's a baller. I ain't going to say Palmer ain't a baller. Jackson is effective, but he wasn't as effective against Arsenal. And I think your manager took a bit too long to make certain changes to affect the game. That's my opinion anyway on it.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. I think personally, yeah, Cole Palmer was something I was going to bring up as well. That's another worrying thing. I mean, I'm gonna mostly I'm really not worried because Cole Palmer's so quality, and when a player's that good, I think they're going to figure it out. And you know, history kind of just shows that. But Cole Palmer in big games is starting to worry me as well too. It seems like he's just I don't know. It's just like off the pace a bit. He's kind of slow. It seems like he's just not mentally there. I don't know what it is. I think because last year, I mean, I hate Poach. I think Poach was terrible for this club. If he stayed another year, we would have been fighting another mid-table battle. But you know, one thing Poach did do was that he gave Cole Palmer the ability to, you know, work in those spaces on the wing. That's something that he's very talented at, working on the wing. Obviously, he's a 10. The 10 is that's his position, and he needs to be starting there most weeks. But I think when we're playing the more physical teams, because he had the same problem against Newcastle, we obviously ended up winning the match. But, you know, against those more physical, bigger teams in the middle, they don't give him as much space to operate, and he's not able to get in the same areas that he wants to be able to get into. So I
He'll
think
probably
that
get it
being
right.
able to,
Your manager worked out that he can't play Enzo in that midfield when it's when the game gets like when it's a tough game and it's a physical game. Enzo can't be there like in the pivot with Caicedo. You need Lavia next to him, so maybe he'll figure it out as well, man. I think Maresca's done well. I think that the result ultimately Chelsea Arsenal was beneficial to you guys.
More
You got a
beneficial
new
to Chelsea.
manager, you got some players that you're still bringing in. It's more embarrassing to Arsenal that we can't beat Phase 1 Chelsea.
Yep.
In my opinion. Do you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, you know, I agree completely. It's embarrassing, and you guys like Arteta should be out already. Like, I mean, I watched that Lee Gunner stream last night, the 115 reasons. I didn't even realize half of the reason because, like I said,
I could do another 115 as well, quite comfortably.
Yeah, like I said, I'm in New York and I'm a younger guy. I'm 27. So like I was in college for like the beginning of the Arteta era. So I don't even like I was kind of, you know,
You didn't miss much.
yeah, like I went to college down in South Carolina, and they're just all about, you know, the other type of football, SEC football, you know, gridiron football, tackling. So I wasn't into, you know, I wasn't into the Prem really. Like I was following Chelsea, but I wasn't following every single team at the time. So, you know, just being able to just remind all that stuff that Arteta, he should have been gone. Like it's insane. Like I don't understand it.
Just to chime in.
Yeah, but my whole point with it is Phase 1 Chelsea, but we're at $1.5 billion deep. You know, you can say all the Phase 1, this, that, and the third, and I can't blame Maresca for it. But you know, the board has spent. We have a good enough squad. I mean, the defense and the goalkeeper is another story. But in terms of the rest of the team is there. I think it's there. The squad is there. It is there to compete right now. I think that we should have, like, there's no way we should have lost to Palace. There's no way that we should have lost to Arsenal. And there is absolutely no way. The Man United game I'm way more mad about personally because Arsenal, you know, that's always going to be a tough fixture. But Man United, that was our one chance to actually finally just break the bad juju at Old Trafford. And
they're just your bogey team, man. Every team has got their bogey team. Carl, I want to get you in the conversation, then we'll go to Waze. Carl, what are you saying, man? Would you make all of this?
Big up Northside and all the
You got, bro.
chance on the screen. No, just like myself, Northside, very disappointed as Arsenal fan. But we have had this discussion plenty of times in the past. Like, this is phase 5 here, and we're 800 million in. And I think it's time that people start shouting out certain players that are not good enough for this club.
A little bit louder, please, bro.
Yeah, just last second, Northside. Can you hear me now?
Perfect.
Yeah, just I think there's players here on our side that's just overhyped. Martinelli, I wanted him to go 2 years ago. And here we are 2 years later, and what's he done? Yeah, I know he scored the goal the other day, but what is he do throughout that game? The man has been absolutely useless. Is Arteta coaching the talent out of these players, or is it just genuinely Martinelli wants out? Trossard, not half the player he was. Saka, people make Saka out to be world class. Saka is not world class. I've been saying this for years. I'm like Lee. I'm 46. I've also seen Arsenal win 5 big titles. I've also seen David Rocaster play. I've seen Andreas Limpar. Great players. And Odegaard, I saw a fan on FTV calling out Odegaard just as good as David Rocaster and Robert Perez. What in the name of God is going off this fan base? So now say, look at man, we're saying it the whole time. This Arteta may go. He's after taking the club as far as he can. That's it. We are not going to win anything out of this manager. I'm listening to my man there from America about Chelsea, and he's talking about Palmer and stuff like that. Palmer is twice the football player Odegaard is. I think Chelsea have a better squad than what we have, and I think this manager can do good to Chelsea. I actually think Chelsea could end up higher than us in the league table this season, and that And if Slash brings the league title with Liverpool, how embarrassing is that on Arsenal Football Club? So we're in a bad situation here in our side, and we're not going to improve anytime soon. Matter of fact, we're going backwards. So I'm like myself on our side. I'm very disappointed. I'm good that this is not the club that I grew up watching. And I have a ticket to go to the sporting game in the Champions League at the end of the month. And the travel from Ireland over to Portugal Northside to watch that crap, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, to be honest with you, because it's crap.
Save your money, bro. Save your money, man. Save your money. Trust me.
I think I will, because there's no point Northside, you know. And I used to go to the Emirates twice a year, but I haven't been over there the last 4 years Northside. Once again, it's the expense of it. It's like, you know, it's unbelievable the amount of money it costs. It cost me to go to an Arsenal game in England. It cost me the bonus of £600 to £700. It's a lot of money Northside for normal Joe Soaps like ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, this sporting game, I'm a bit disappointed because I was going to go with a friend of mine, but I rang him up the other day and I said, what's the point? What is the point? Seeing the same crap year in, year out. We could go on and on forever on our side. I don't know, man. Where do we go from here? Like, you know, because this Arteta is going to be here for another 2-3 years. No doubt about it. And the fan base are still hyping him up, and it's everyone else's fault, but not Arteta. What? I never saw a more protected manager in world football. It's a joke, Northside. It's a joke, man.
It's mad, isn't it? When we're doing well, it's all because of him. When we're doing bad, it's got nothing to do with him. It's everything else. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Waze, what would you make of Carl? Carl, just stay in Ireland, bro. Just take your girl out for a nice meal. Get yourself some nice, you know what I mean? Maybe
I think I'm with Northside.
Chill. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself some nice Jordans or something. Just chill, man. I'm telling you, don't spend it on Arsenal. Spend it on Arsenal.
The man spitting pure facts, man. Listen, Prime said something earlier about what could be the reason why these Arsenal fans don't no longer trust this manager. The problem is, the facts is there. Like, they have completely run out of excuses this season. There is no faces to fall on. There is no process, but the process to fall on, because apparently the process have been banged for over 2 seasons now. They can't even use the Klopp excuse. Oh, it took Klopp 5 years. It took Klopp this long. There's no more excuses, because we've been in this project for however many long with no trophies to show for it, and yet we're going backwards. 2 seasons in a row after challenging for the title, this manager felt the solution is to completely change our style of play. How does that even make sense? You've done well with the attacking football we've done. Why not buy players to add to it? Why are you buying players to suit a different style of play? How does that even make sense? Make this make sense? And then the fans, they have a lot to be blamed for all of this nonsense, but they don't see it. I've been thinking about it, like these fans who really been saying about the process and all this nonsense for however many long with Arteta. And when you really deep it, they're all of the same demographic, same age group, same time period. I even question even some of them who are within the age group of 30. How long have you been supporting this club? And when you take a stop, most of them started supporting this club during our banter era. So they don't really know Arsenal Football Club, the title-winning Arsenal Football Club, and the standards. Even inside the club, you look at the people we're looking to bring into the boardroom level and the backroom staff. It's players from our banter era. Let's be honest. Even with Edu is one of the least vocal guy out of the Invincible era. They're not gonna bring Henry in. They're not gonna bring Bergkamp in. And all of the other member of the Invincibles who have been upfront and vocal about our standards. They're not bringing in those guys. They're bringing the guys who are silent and will go with the flow pretty much. So I'm just looking at this and thinking about this mess. Like, where do we even go from here? Over the past however many long season, we've pretty much gotten rid of everyone structurally within the club. Right? Edu left, Sanieli left, that guy that left to AC Milan. I'm not saying they're great, but you look at it right now. If we sack Arteta right now today, who to pick up the mess and say to these players, listen, we're just gonna continue doing whatever good work or whatever we've been doing for over many long seasons. There's literally no one there. Essentially, we have literally become Arteta FC. We have, to those fans, we have finally replaced Arsene Wenger with a man that doesn't even win trophies. And it just feels like we're gonna be back into that cycle. It's gonna take bringing out banners and all that nonsense to probably get rid of Arteta. And I can see it happening. I saw the old shenanigans with Wenger played out a couple of years ago, and I can tell that we're going straight back into that because no one really picked up on, no one really cared, or let's say the toxic positive fans, they never really cared about actually supporting this club. It's about the attention they can get from being positive. And we're gonna go back to that situation in which banners, fist up, and all that nonsense within the stadium has to be a repeat to get rid of this manager. Trust me, it's gonna have to take that to get rid of Arteta.
They're gonna realize why we called this out early, yeah, because we when under Wenger, yeah, after 04, we allowed Chelsea to come into the league. Buy Fernando Torres 50 mil. Yep. Go out there, getting Lampard, getting Carvalho, getting all these big players. Win. We didn't react. We did not react. Man City come in, then they started getting our best players. We did not react. We were not in the conversation. Then we're allowing Man City to dominate. We're not reacting. We've allowed Liverpool and City for years to be neck and neck. We didn't react. We didn't go out there and make a statement. Liverpool falls off because they don't replenish their midfield. What do? We don't react. Now we started spending a bit of money to get what? Back into the top 4. Exactly what we did with Wenger. As long as you get top 4, yeah? And now, these years that we should have won it when it was 8 points clear. We should have won it last season before the Villa game. It was still in our hands. We didn't win it. Now, guess what? Chelsea revitalizing. Man United revitalizing. Liverpool, look how quick they've revitalized. Because we never take advantage of any type of situation in England. People can talk about Man City, yeah? We allowed Chelsea to come over here, start dominating. We allowed Man City to go there, go get Tevez for Man United, do the thing. Do you know what I'm saying? When they got Robinho and then they started getting big players, get Yaya Toure, which was a player that we could have got. Another one of Wenger's he could have got. Didn't get him. We allowed our best players to go to Man City. We allow everybody to do their thing. As soon as we get good enough, we don't push on. Leicester, when they won the league, we don't push on. This is the problem. We build, and then we stagnate, and then we allow other teams to go over us, and then we realize, oh crap, we actually should have been proactive. This football club is the epitome of being reactive to what everybody else is doing.
And it's at all levels.
Comfortable being in the conversation. Bun being in the conversation. Bun being in the conversation, it's not a given that you're going to be second. We said this. Lee said this. I said this. Loads of us said this last season. Just because we finished second last season does not mean we're going to finish second this season. Did anyone expect Liverpool to Arne Slot to do what he's doing with Liverpool? No, no one did. So you have to always plan for the worst case scenario. Why do people have a savings account? Because it's never guaranteed. What happens if we have a credit crunch or something happens to the economy? Right, you've got something, you've got a cushion there. You always plan for the worst. This club never plans for the worst. This club thinks, oh, well, do you know what? We'll live paycheck to paycheck and we'll see what happens. See what happens. We didn't do enough and now who's top of the league now? Because it ain't Man City. It ain't Man City, is it? Because we never do enough and his fan base never change. They're talking about, oh, give it time, give it time. Give what time? What time? Everyone ain't standing still because you want to stand still. And you think, yeah, going into January, yeah, people talk about, oh, but look at all these strikers we could potentially go in. Are we the only one in?
We're not signing anybody.
Because this type of attitude is why we didn't get Rafinha. That is balling out now for Barcelona. Yeah, why? Because we took our time. Mudryk, I don't care if you don't rate him. I don't rate him. The point I'm making is, why are we not proactive to get the players that we want? Why? Then Isak was another one. Buendia, another one. Back in the day, how many transfer windows? Oh, we're going to get Benzema. We're going to get Benzema. We're going to get Draxler. All we do is drag our feet. We're going to get Higuain. We'll never get the players over the line. This is what we always do. Arsenal always wait, yeah? There were so many players we could have got Kudus when when he was at Ajax. Instead, we wait and see. Let West Ham get him. And then when his value goes up, oh, we ain't got the money. Then why don't you actually do better in the recruitment then? Why don't you get him when he's cheap? Why don't you do your due diligence before he moves on and then the player becomes expensive? Gyökeres got a £100 million release clause. Ruben Amorim might want him. They might back him and just give him the money. Man United have got money. What about Chelsea? They may want another striker. You already know when Chelsea want to play, they'll put the money down. They don't do what we do. Do you know what I'm saying? So then what do we do? Liverpool may want another striker. Jota this season was wasteful in front of goal. Darwin Núñez, they know they can't rely on him because, yeah, he scored a good goal. Look at the miss that he did, though, after he scored the goal, 1v1 with the goalkeeper. They'll put the money down if they think the player's good enough, are we? Or we'll just wait to get in a bidding war. We'll wait to get in a bidding war, and then we'll say, oh, we couldn't, though, because the player was overpriced. Why didn't you go for the player before the bidding war? Why don't you actually identify these players before they get into a bracket of money that we can't spend? Why don't we do that? Why don't we be proactive? But no, because we're comfortable with excuses. We're comfortable with excuses because this fan base already told the club last season that we can't buy in Jan because nobody sells. Watch players be bought in January. And then what? Oh, if only we did something in the summer. Okay, then why didn't you push for us to do something in the summer? It's just the same old rubbish every year. Yep. I'm so tired of it, man.
Thanks.
It's not hard. It's not hard. We've got 2 transfer windows. Pick one, and then that one window that you believe the club has to go out there and get the players. Why don't you actually apply pressure? Because we don't have to necessarily protest at the club. We can protest online. They watch what we're doing online. Why don't you just protest online?
And the thing is,
and say your opinion. I'm tired of it, man. We ain't doing nothing. Go on.
I'm just saying, the thing is, you know when a team is serious about going after title. You know it. You know when Liverpool went in that summer and decided that fuck it, we're gonna get Fabinho and all them players they signed that summer after missing out on title and missing out on Champions League. You know they were going for it. You just know. You know when City is going for it. We always knew when Chelsea was going for it. The season when they were signing all them players. But I never left a January or summer or not a single transfer window thinking that, all right, we're actually serious. We're actually going after it. Because even you look at last season, we signed Declan Rice, and I'm like, okay, let's take a step back. We're looking serious for once. And then you think about it, we signed Kai Havertz as our number 8 to play in a position that he'd never played before. And I'm like, how does that even make sense? You're replacing Granit Xhaka, a player that we all wanted to leave, with a player that we don't even think is better than Granit Xhaka in that position. How does that make sense? We all knew that in order for Xhaka to even work, he would need at least half a season. So how is this supposed to be a title challenge? It was never meant to be a title challenge last season. No. Never. You don't go in a season expected to win the league, sign a player like Kai Havertz to play in that position. If you want to make a gamble, you make a gamble after you bring in your star signings. You fix your starting 11, and you bring in Kai Havertz pretty much like a player that, okay, an experiment that if he goes wrong, he goes wrong. But I know I'm already covered.
Well, we don't scout play. Why is it that we only start getting linked to players or talking to players when the window opens? When the window opens, we don't do scouting before the window. We wait to be in the window, and then we're looking around. Who's available? Oh, meal deals. Anybody with a meal deal? Anyone about £1 bananas? £1 bananas? Well, that's what we do.
£1 fish. £1 fish.
Didn't they do our scouting department?
Look at what we did a couple of years ago with Douglas Luiz. That's not a signing of us being proactive. That was a reactive knee-jerk reaction, bro. We did not know what we were doing in that window. And then when we realized, oh, crap, all our targets are gone. Douglas Luiz, last day of the transfer window, bro. We don't do what needs to be done, bro. We wait. We see what everybody else does. And then once our targets are talking to somebody else, then we try to go in there and try and flip in cop block. That's what we do, cop block FC, bro. That's what we try to do. We don't go there and try and, you know what, let me talk to the team first. Let me, you know what I mean? Let me say, what are you saying? You know what I mean? No. We wait till someone else go.
It's like, no. I see her first, mate. It's mine. No. I'm good. No. No, bro, I swear, we're just dickheads, bro. Yeah, this football club has been a shambles, not even just under this manager, but all the way through Wenger era. You could even go back to George Graham era. Yeah, Kyle, me and you are old enough to know that.
Yeah, I was about to say to you, Lee, that me and you grew up looking at Chelsea with John Spencer and Dennis Wise and them lads, looking at Man City in the 2nd division.
Yeah.
And now we're talking, just a few minutes ago, Lee, you were saying, these two clubs will overtake Arsenal in the trophies, the amount of trophies they're going to win. Now we're not the third biggest club in England like we used to be throughout history. Now we're going to be the fifth biggest club, the sixth biggest club. It's a joke. It's embarrassing. We're not reacting, like you said, Northside. We're not reacting. We're just standing still. We're like statues. And this is acceptable. We moved to the Emirates to compete with the best. We can't even compete with Newcastle. It's a joke. The whole thing is a joke.
Yeah, but the fan base are to blame, Carl. Do you know why? Because before the summer transfer window, everybody identified a striker. Yeah? And everyone can argue about strikers, which one you prefer, whatever. It's irrelevant. Nobody brought up Sesko, but as soon as the club presented you Sesko, yeah, Sesko's the guy. Yeah, we have to go for Sesko. Yeah, if we can't get Sesko over the line, I don't know who. No, there's nobody else out there. Hold on. None of you, man, told us that we need to go for Sesko. Not one of you lot said that. But as soon as that's presented to you, you accept it. The same way when they gave us Sterling, you accept it. The same way when they gave us Havertz, you accept it. Zinchenko, you accept it. They always accept it. They accept it, and the club know this. The club don't have to go for Isak or Gilchrist. They know they don't have to. Why do they have to? Does this fan base as a whole ever challenge a player that's linked to Arsenal? No, you don't. You say, okay, when we went and got Willian, yeah, you guys said all right. When we got David Luiz, you guys said okay, no problem. Do you know what I'm saying? When we went and got who was that guy? Who was that guy? Was it Kim Kallstrom?
Broken back.
Yeah, great signing, guys. Great signing. He can do a job. You know, maybe he can do something. Jorginho is going to bring winning mentality. You guys never, bro. This fan base, man, a bunch of yes men.
That word, do a job. I swear, it's one of the worst phrases in football. I heard people said El Nene could do a job, Rob Holding could do a job, Colin Chambers could do a job, and all of these man, tell me, what job have they ever done for Arsenal Football Club?
Hold us back.
Exactly. That's exactly what they've done. And I've heard people that have massive following on social media, massive following on YouTube. I've said this for years. These mans can do a job. In what way are they helping Arsenal Football Club? They're not. I tell you, man, I despise that phrase in football.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Yeah, like I see these people. They're just happy clappers, bro. They're not interested in winning. They just want to feel part of something on social media because, like me and Rance talk about this all the time. Like, there's so many people that don't. We even spoke about it today, me and Rance. There's a lot of people like that are just got no social skills. Yeah, they don't go and interact with people face to face, apart from when they're at school or in their job. Yeah, so they go home, they lock themselves away, and their whole existence is just making friends on the internet. Yeah, Troy Deeney, the reason we brought that up on the show earlier is Troy Deeney said about when Faz confronted Garnacho. Yeah, and Troy Deeney's come out and said, Joe, he plays for Man United, mate. Yeah, if he's getting the ump over one guy filming him, yeah, before a game, yeah, and then he don't want to go and celebrate a goal because it's dented his confidence and all of this and that and whatever. He goes, football ain't for him, mate. Yeah, he's like, football ain't for him. Like, real talk. You're playing for Man United. You're in the spotlight, mate. Yeah, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Whether you like it or not, you play for Man United, you're going to get criticism. Yeah, and I don't think what Faz said was bad anyway, but it's been blown out of proportion because that's what it is. Yeah, they're always looking to cancel someone. Now it's the referee. Like 3 days later, it's the referee. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? In 3 days' time, it'll be somebody else. And then 3 days after that, it's someone else. These men are just bored, bro. They got no social skills. Yeah, they got no friends, really. Yeah, they're very socially awkward. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to read body language. They don't know how to construct sentences or, like, I don't know, just interact with people, bro. And these are the men that have latched onto all of our clubs. Yeah, these are the ones because they feel part of something. Yeah, so when they're seeing Super Duper Mick, yeah, take us to a title charge against all singing, all dancing, corrupt Man City with a 115 and PGMOL, yeah, in their back pocket, and this and this and this, and you got Flowers out here doing the most, and all these other channels out here doing the most, trying to get their traction. Yeah, they're conning people. The media are conning people. Yeah, and these people sitting online are just all gathering together. Yeah, like trying to be buddies. Yeah. So then when people like us come along and say, no, this is taking the piss. They're not used to that, bro. Nobody ever tells them they're taking the piss. They just get to, okay, you can't have a go at Tommy because of his mental health. Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? No, that's very toxic. Yeah, Tommy, you can't put jelly in your trainers. You're supposed to eat the jelly. Please get out the sandpit, Tommy. Piss off, mate. I'm sick to death of it. Yeah, these people are weak, bro. Yeah, and they're spineless. And they've latched onto our football clubs. Yeah, and buried them. Yeah. I'm not saying it's just overseas fans if people think I'm going down that route, because it ain't. I'm an overseas fan. Yeah. You're overseas, you guys, or some of you guys. Yeah. Right. Northside's obviously not. Yeah. But at the end of the day, he's an overseas fan now of Benfica. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not overseas fans that have done this per se. Yeah. It's like, it's just young people and social media that has done this, because Matty's a credit to my channel every single time, bro. Yeah, Kyle, same. Everyone who comes on my channel, every single one of them, don't care where you're from in the world. Yeah, you have the same standard as I do for our football club. Yeah, and I see this with other channels. Like, it doesn't, like, my chat every day is full of people from overseas. If I just went off of my views off of just English fans that support Arsenal, yeah, I would still be knocking on doors for double glazing. Yeah. But people always go, oh, you're prejudiced, you're this, you're... No, it's not that. The standards are on the floor for a reason. And the football clubs are playing up to them fans. They don't want us. They don't want Kenny Ken in the ground. Yeah, DJB, yeah, bless up to him. He texted me the other day. He was at Stamford Bridge. He's going to jump on some point this week, maybe. Yeah, he's been supporting Arsenal 50 years. They don't want him there, bro. Yeah, what's he buying when he goes to the ground? Fuck all. He's putting his ticket in, he's sitting down, he's watching the game, and he's leaving. Same as Kenny. They want somebody... It's their first game, second game. Maybe they're a red member and they can't get tickets very often. So it's like, right, now I'm going. It's the first time I've been for a couple of months because I can't get a ticket. It's a League Cup game tonight, so I'll go and watch this against Preston at home. I know it was away, but I'm using that as an example. Right, so now what I'll do is I'll go in the club shop. Yeah, and I'll go and do 300 quid in the club shop. Then when I get in the ground, I'll go and buy a burger and chips and a bottle of water for 20 quid. Yeah, then I'll go and sit. Then at half time, 5 minutes before, I'll go and queue up for a pint for 8 quid. Yeah, then I'll turn back up 10 minutes into the second half because the queue was ridiculous. Yeah, and then I'll leave 10 minutes early because I've got to get the train back. That's the fans they want, bro. They want the fans that step around every single London club. Yeah, whether that's from local, yeah, or whether that's from overseas. Yeah, they'll go and watch Chelsea on a Saturday, early kickoff, and then they'll go to the Emirates late kickoff. Yeah, then they'll go up north and they'll go and watch Man City. Yeah, then they'll go and watch Liverpool. Then they'll go even further and they'll go and watch Newcastle and Sunderland. That's the fans these fucking clubs want, and they don't care. They are not stopping anytime soon, and neither am I. Because I'm going to call them out every day.
That is why.
Just to give you a perfect example of what you just
I
had
need
to say.
to wrap up. Go on, Carl.
I was over at a game. I was over at a Brighton game a few years back, and we were getting beat 1-0. And me and a friend of mine that was with me, we were shouting, screaming, effing and blinding, blah, blah, blah. These two fellas behind us, suits, ties on them. What, mate? Sit the F down and shut the F up. I'm looking at these lads saying, we're getting beat by Brighton. I'm after travelling from Ireland. I'm after driving 2.5 hours from the airport, another flight to England, get a train down to Finsbury Park. And you're telling me to sit down and shut up, and I have to do the journey the whole way back home after the game. And this is what they want at the stadium.
Yeah,
they want these type of fans that don't bother, that don't care. They don't care about the history.
No, they don't care. They
haven't been through the history. Northside, it's a pity, man. I feel sorry for it because your passion for the club, that you're not as old as me and Lee there to see what we saw. Because when you do, you know what we're talking about. Nowadays, and I say you don't know what we're talking about Northside, I'm just saying the young fan base. They're like, it's ridiculous what's going on. They have no idea. And we left Highbury to go to the Emirates to keep that history going. And
they think we're aliens, Kyle. They think we're aliens. Yeah, this is an alien language to them when we're calling these facts out and these things out. Yeah, these men don't educate themselves, and the clubs, all the clubs do this as well. No football club I see in the Premier League educates their fans via the YouTube channels that every club in the Premier League has. Why don't they get an ex-player on and say, what was it like playing at Highbury? What was your best moment? Why don't they do Q&A? Jez asked Arsenal, yeah, if he could come and do a show on their channel for free every week to give them their history lesson. And they said, no, we're not really interested in that.
Yeah.
It tells you all you fucking need to know about these clubs, yeah? They don't care about us. They don't care about you. They can sit there, these players, in their PR press conferences and that. Yeah, Granit Xhaka before he left. Oh, we want to get the fans at the training ground. We want to interact with fans more. Cool. Well, when you leave the ground then, mate, yeah, and drive down the fucking Hornsey Road, yeah, where the Tollington pub is, there's a set of traffic lights there. Right opposite to the right, yeah, is a fucking leisure centre. It's free to park, mate. Yeah, so why don't you go and park up your 100-grand motor, get out your motor, lock it, walk across the road, yeah, walk in the Tollington, buy everybody a fucking glass of lemonade or a beer or whatever. Not even do that. You don't even need to get your wallet out. And just go in there and sit down for 2 hours and talk to the actual fans that went to the game. They don't care. It's all lip service. Yeah, then they'll drop new merch. Why do they always do retro merch? Why? Because it's a big win. Yeah, Invincible merch, Bruised Banana merch. Why? Because they know it's a win, and that's off of the back of us actually winning. Yeah, it's a win, win, win. Why have they gone to America 4 out of the 5 years, last 5 years? Why?
Yeah.
Why haven't they gone to Rwanda?
Yeah.
Visit Rwanda's on the shirt, bruv. Why haven't they gone there?
Yeah,
but then they'll send Ray Parler over there, who's on the payroll. Yeah, and they'll run around the safari. Yeah, and they'll say, oh, that's amazing. You got to get yourself out of here. Yeah, of course you have. You went for free, you prick. Yeah, why aren't any of the players gone out there? Because I'm sure we've got a following in Rwanda, bro. And I'm sure it's a beautiful country. Yeah, it's a joke. Why haven't we gone to Kenya? We've got a massive following in Kenya. Why? It's about the money, mate. Yeah, go to America. It's a massive untapped market. Yeah, it's bullshit. This club is a joke, bro. The quicker we get rid of this Kroenke family, the better. Yeah, we better go and get some rich Qatari or Saudi or something.
Nah, facts, man. Big up, man. My message to Arsenal fans: get yourself another hobby, man. You know what I mean? Get yourself another hobby. Listen, I know everyone's different. I know everyone's got different preferences and whatever, yeah. But it's you can't put your all into this club because you just don't get anything back. Carl's there talking about going to the sporting game. He can do whatever he wants. He's a grown-ass man. He can do whatever he wants. I personally would advise you, bro, go take your missus out. You know what I mean? Look after your family. Do something nice for yourself and your family. At least you're going to get joy from it. At least they care about you. It's going to be a great experience. It's going to live with you forever. Go and spending all that money to go watch Arsenal. Wow, probably going to get beat. You know what I'm saying? There's no point. You're just going to be angry and stressed. Just sit at home and watch the game. You can still watch the game. Just don't. There's no point, bro.
But that's the thing.
Big up to everyone that's locked in. I do have to wrap up. I do need to eat. I can't now. I'm starving.
Fuck starving.
Huh? And we're working again. Don't worry about that. No, we're working.
Are you going live again? Okay, first.
You know what I mean? Big up to Lee, big up Carl, big up Wazzy, big up Prime, big up to everyone that jumped on. Everyone that wanted to jump on now, I will be doing another live. I got Dan Potts at 10. 11, I will be going live on my channel to do another video. You're more than welcome to jump on that show. Big up to everyone, the whole chat, everyone. Link to Football Heritage TV is in the title. Lee Reacts is in the title as well. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you subscribe as well to Carl. And yeah, we're out, man. Love.
Kroenke out.
Peace.